Yo, what up, guys?
Hello.
You guys look pumped up out there.
That is correct.
We got Dare and Garrick over here.
Oh, yeah, they are very excited. Over here at Jess and Mike's house.
They have a cat that is
cat look excited.
We got Meg Underwood over here. Wow, look at you guys out here. We got Sunny Black. Sunny Black with some nice little dance moves over there.
Sunny Black over here.
We got House Danny.
We got Tanya and Chef Danny on the later class. What up?
And we got Cheryl Lalonde with the little dog over here.
What's up, Cheryl?
Wow. Then we got Joe Sanders in the holiday.
What's up, Joe?
What up, Joe? Awesome, guys. Well, what is up?
What up, Peter?
What up, Peter? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day out there. This class is going to be so much fun, so delicious, right? We just finished up to 2 o'clock and wow, I have never seen so many people crying on Zoom at one time.
A lot of emotions.
A lot of emotions. Hamilton absolutely brought it, guys.
Yes, they did.
But they did want me to let you guys know that they actually aren't available for this one. So I have learned all the songs, okay? I have learned all the songs. I'm gonna sing all the songs for you guys. All right. So I hope that's okay. Kirk, is that gonna be all right over there?
Let's see a thumbs down. Let's see some thumbs downs if you would rather not have Jason perform.
All right. That is the most thumbs down we've ever had in the history of this show. All right, guys. They are gonna be on, okay? But check it out. We want to give you guys as much time as possible with them, okay? They're going to do a Q&A, right? And if we have enough time, we'll be able to get them to do an encore, right? So with that, normally we make it very interactive at the start, but what we're going to do today is we're going to get right into it, okay?
Yeah.
Tyler, what time do we need to have this chicken in the oven? We're one restaurant right now, okay?
Yeah.
We're one restaurant. We have a performance coming up. We're going to get these chickens in the oven at a certain time.
Yeah.
Tyler, what time should we have that chicken in the oven?
All right, 5:45.
5:45.
Chicken is in oven.
Chicken is in oven.
All right, and you know what I mean? This is called being in the juice.
We are collectively in the juice.
In the juice. When you're in a restaurant and you got all those things you got to do, but not enough time to do it, that terminology is in the juice.
Yeah.
So we're in it.
This is like when have you ever heard of it where they pay money to go do the Navy SEALs training?
Right.
Where they pay money to go get yelled at?
Yeah.
Right? It's very similar. This is a culinary version of that, okay? You guys have now paid money to be in the juice so that we can get you more time with Hamilton.
Correct.
Like Peter Gaffanino says down there, was in the weeds back in the day.
Yep.
And then Anthony Clark, if you'd like to see others, hit where it says Gala Review. So,
Meg, you are already in the juice.
Yo,
but
what
I'm
up,
excited
Mindy?
that you're psyched to be in the juice.
And so what we're going to do, normally we give our intro. What we're going to do today is, my name is Jason.
And I'm Tyler.
This is Tyler. That's correct. And so Brett's going to hit the link to the Our Story page. And if you guys want to read about how we got to here, okay, you're going to also ask about half of the people on this Zoom class, right? Right, Kirk?
Yeah.
We got Kirk out there.
We got Kirk. Kirk
what
over
up,
here.
Kirk?
What is up, Kirk?
Awesome. And with that, wow, you guys got real intense in that chat real quick. While you're getting in that chat, go ahead, hit it up in the chat. Tell us where are you cooking from, and have you ever seen Hamilton before? Have you seen Hamilton before? Yes or no? And where are you guys cooking from out there?
Oh,
we have Mindy in Los Angeles out there. She loves Hamilton.
Oh, let's see it.
Yo, what up, Mindy? How you doing out there?
What up, Mindy?
Awesome. So we got Eugene, Oregon. We got Redwood City. We got Alaska, and yes, we got Carol in Alaska today. I did not even know they had internet in Alaska. That is a revelation for myself.
Maisha's seen them 3 times.
Alex is in Oakland. We got John in Half Moon Bay. Randall Jackson has seen 5 times seen Hamilton. Wow. Unbelievable.
Can't even keep up.
We can't even keep up with this chat today. We got Dally City. We got Corinne from Bay Area. We got Bailey in Sacktown. We got Monica's app iPad that says no Hamilton.
We got a 4XSF. There's a lot of acronyms going on.
Wow. SF. Wow. I think that's South Florida. We got some people from South Florida in here.
TGIH.
All right. Awesome, guys. So we got about 36 minutes to get this chicken in the oven.
All right.
Now what we're going to do is next, we're going to just go real quick through our protocols. For anyone just joining us, welcome. And this is going to get exciting.
Welcome and hello.
Welcome and hello. And what we like to do for this is video on, mute on, right? And so as you guys see here, we got a couple people, right? They're a little shy, not that many. All right, we got Gail and Nagy out here. Gail, if you want to kick that video on.
We're trying to say what up, Gail.
Hillary Wolin, Randall Jackson, Izzy and Lucy. We got Rick, Kirby H. We got Michelle Louie. All right, guys, kick that video on. You have no idea how much we like seeing your beautiful faces out there.
We got iPhone over there.
We got iPhone. Turn that camera on. You know how nice that camera is on that iPhone.
Correct.
Turn it on. All right. And then next, what we're going to do as we're going through this is utilize the greatest hand gesture ever created. No, not that, Peter. Put that away. Okay. The thumbs up. All right. The thumbs up out there. And we're going to check in with you. We're going to say, are you ready for the next step? And if you're ready for the next step, you're going to give us a thumbs up.
And the DJ Khaled horn will go off.
If you need a second, okay, you're going to give us a half thumbs. And you catch anything on fire out there, give us a thumbs down. There's nothing we can do about it. We actually just keep a running tally, okay? So you guys see here, we got a little bit of fire already happening down there. All right. Awesome. We got people still joining by the dozen.
Yeah.
We got about 169 screens today. That means you guys are cooking with about 400 people from across the U.S. And as we're doing this today, and you guys tag us at @shuffle_SF, Brett's going to hit that up. We got a new hashtag, all right? The new hashtag is #CookTogether. Because our goal is to bring people together through the love of food. So #CookTogether. Awesome. And so next we're going to go through our mise en place. We're going to go through our ingredients. And then we're going to make a cocktail, right? And then we're going to get right into getting this bird in the oven.
That is correct.
So Tyler, would you like to take it away for us?
Nice. So in that kit, you will find the recipe, right, for success.
Yeah.
Exactly, down there at Dara's house. That's the recipe. So it's split up to it's split up into a couple different sections, right? We have first our mise en place, okay? And as always, we have Jason, mise en place model.
Hello.
Of the year.
I've been practicing.
There you go. And so with that, we'll go through the mise en place real quick, which is all the equipment you're going to need for this recipe, okay? So we have a cutting board that we will be required to have for this recipe. Oh, man, look at that.
Oh, all right. Tyler's ready for the Hamilton class.
Ready. All right. We will also need a 2-quart pot.
We got a 2-quart pot over here.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're not sure how big a 2-quart pot is, it is larger than a 1-quart pot, but smaller than a 3-quart pot.
Correct.
So I hope that helps.
You can also fit 2 quarts of liquid in it.
Correct.
So after that, we have a pyrex container. Ours is 13 by 9. You can use a cast iron skillet if you would like to.
Yep. And if you see on the back here, it says, I think it actually says, what is that sign? It says no oven, no stovetop, freeze okay. And then there's another oven. This will work great. This is going to be perfect for our needs here today.
You just do whatever you need to do. Make it happen, right?
Yeah, we're in the juice.
And then we also need a knife. Okay, this is my knife over here.
Oh,
for carving our chicken, we're going to need a large knife, right? And then we will also need a paring knife for taking that wishbone out of that chicken. Yeah, Kirk, beautiful selection.
And guys, let's go ahead. We're getting pretty close to Halloween. Sarah's got a Halloween class coming up. Let's see your best slasher out there. Let's see that best
Be careful.
slasher.
Be careful as you do this.
All right, we got Ed and Mandy out there. That is looking great.
Oh
okay.
my gosh, Mandy, be careful, please.
We got Nienke out there. Very nice slasher.
All right. How's
we
Danny?
got Tanya and Danny. They are slashing it up out there.
Chef Danny, ninja mode over there.
Frozen in
Sunny Black's
Thyme.
house.
We got Matt and
Very
Wyman
scary.
out here. Oh my
Matt
god.
Wyman.
Wow, I think someone actually is getting slashed over here.
Oh my gosh, Alex at Alex's
All right,
house.
guys.
Be careful.
All right, guys.
We have 911.
Enough
Over there.
Enough playing around. We got to get this chicken in the oven.
Yeah, we're in the juice, right?
We're in the juice.
Okay, we need a whisk.
We need a whisk.
Boom. There it is.
That's a whisk.
We also need a wooden spoon. You can use that to fend off your attacker. And you can use that to stir up the sauce. And down here at the Rangan's house, she's also using that to swat us away, I believe.
Yeah, she's saying, get that chicken in the
like,
oven.
Tyler, we are in the juice. Stop talking. Get to cooking. Understood.
Okay.
Yes, chef.
All right, yes, chef.
Next, we need a medium bowl. We're going to need this to wash our mushrooms. Beautiful. And then we also need some tongs for the safe removal of the chicken.
Safety first here at Truffle Shuffle.
We're all about safety.
Safety, science,
Safety and science, man.
Key components of the Truffle Shuffle show.
That's our roadmap to that is our equation for success.
Correct.
We will also need a small pot, right?
Oh,
Safety, science, and math.
our small pot might be larger than the other pot.
Yeah, it's okay.
It'll work.
It's all about your perspective. And then you will also need a pastry brush or a spoon.
Wow.
So you can see spooning over here currently. Nice. So that is all the mise en place that we will need, right? And next, I'm going to go through the ingredients, right?
Oh.
So we asked you guys to do a little homework, okay? You know, over at Truffle Shuffle, we're demanding teachers, okay?
Yep.
And over here, you want to make sure that chicken, right? We had to dry it out in the fridge overnight. The reason for that is because we're getting that skin as dry as possible. And you wanted to remove it and have it hanging out about 30 minutes before the class started. That's to temper the chicken, okay? So if you haven't done those two yet, go ahead, remove that chicken from that packaging, dab it dry, and get it tempering, okay?
Yep. And then you got that chicken out. Real quick, let's see that dancing chicken out there.
Let's see that chicken.
Let's see that dancing chicken out there.
Look at it.
Oh, wow. Nice chicken out there.
The Rangan's house.
We got Julie Anderson with that dancing chicken out there. Very nice. Oh, we got Sue and Tom over here.
Nice.
Awesome job, guys. And we got John Moore over here. Unbelievable.
John, be careful with that chicken.
Very nice job. We have an entire dance crew over here with this chicken.
Yeah, we do.
Wow. And then we have the Weber and Gibson crew. You guys got
There they are.
out here.
What up, Sophia?
Yo, what is up, guys?
Hey, little chef. Oh, there it is.
look
There's
at
that chicken.
Look at that chicken.
Nice chicken, Sophia.
Awesome job, guys. And we got Meg Underwood going insane with
Meg
that chicken.
Underwood, be careful with that chicken.
All right.
Nice.
Nice. What do you guys think would happen if somehow someone from the Food Network ended up on our cooking show? They would realize they would have been doing it wrong for like 20 years. All right. Thank you for that siren there, Brett.
All right. The next items in our ingredients, right, are fingerling potatoes. Wow. Beautiful. Incredible ingredient.
Yep.
Very exciting.
Fingerlings.
We have a little twine, right?
Yep.
For tying up that chicken. This chicken is freaky over here.
Oh,
right. We also have some button mushrooms. Okay. Yes, that's correct. Those are button mushrooms. Beautiful. We have one oignon in French and onion in English.
Wow. Thank you.
Cebolla in Spanish.
For that translation.
We're going to start doing foreign language classes. We also have a shallot.
One each shallot.
And then a little bag with thyme and garlic inside of it.
Wow. All recipes require a little bit of time, guys, okay?
Oh, we have some AP flour over here, which if you're eating gluten-free, if you have gluten-free flour, that will work. Yeah. Down here, if you're using cornstarch, don't use equal amounts cornstarch. We'll walk you through it later when you make the sauce, but basically you're going to make a slurry of cornstarch and water and just add like a tablespoon of that slurry to the mix, okay?
Yeah.
We also have a little bit of beautiful clover butter, right, for that sauce, and our wonderful Australian black winter truffle butter, which you really want to smell.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. So incredibly delicious, right? We also have our secret ingredient, the sherry vinegar.
Yeah.
That's our little secret, okay? Don't tell anyone. We have a little truffle salt. And some beautiful Burgundy truffle, which I'm going to come in here, open that little cloth baggie up. Oh, yeah. Check that guy out. These are some of my favorite truffles because you actually have to really cook them to bring out their full the full potential. You know what I mean? So if you want to go ahead, smell that truffle. It's got like almost like a more like nutty, mushroomy aroma than a black truffle or a white truffle. But when you cook these, they really perfume that chicken really well. And so if you have a truffle and it might have a little bit of like kind of white spot on it, that's not mold. That's actually called mycelium. And that is the truffle attempting to grow, right? And so if you have that on there, perfectly safe to eat. If you want to go ahead, just rinse it off real quick, right? But completely fine if you see the little mycelium on there.
Yeah. How you guys liking that truffle? Huh?
Oh, yeah.
We got Robin out there. Robin, how's that truffle?
Robin, how do you feel about that truffle?
We got Ainsley and Katie over here.
Oh, there they are.
Nice mask over there. We got Doug Campbell John. Doug, how you guys liking that truffle out there?
What is up, Doug?
What is up, Doug? So we have Janet in the library. In the library Janet. Over there.
Amazing kitchen, Janet. I love that renovation.
Awesome. And some couple comments here. Have you guys thought about selling this kit for Tea Day? By Tea Day, do you mean Tyler Day?
Do you mean 2 day?
And so for Tyler Day, we're going to get wild. For Thanksgiving, we're doing a sides event, and that's on the website now. You guys can check that out. And then Matt wants to know, what is the shelf life of truffle salt? The truffle salt lasts forever, okay? You can leave that. You can buy as much as you need now, and you can leave it to your kids, all right? It lasts forever.
You might want to hoard it.
You might want to hoard it, right? It's one of those components of salt.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Beautiful. So those are all of our ingredients over here, right? So if you have those ingredients, all that mise en place, let's see a thumbs up.
Oh. Perfect, guys. Perfect.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Nice. So the very first thing we need to do, because we're in the juice, right? We got to get this chicken in the oven in like 20 minutes, okay? So step one, turn that oven on to 425 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah. Preheat that oven out there, guys.
Get that oven turned on, okay?
All right. And the next, we're going to bring Sarah out here to speed cocktail it, all right? We're going to get you guys drinking. She's going to make a cocktail with us, and then we're going to get right into prepping that vegetables and that chicken, get in the oven. Leslie, if you have convection, 425, okay? If you guys have any questions, throw them into the chat. I got people from all over the globe watching the chat in all different languages, okay? Just try us. Just try us.
Yeah, any language.
Any question in there, any language, we will answer it, all right?
Exactly. And so even if you have convection oven, standard oven, we're going to do 425 for the same amount of time, right? Yeah. We're not really going to be cooking it that long for it to make that much difference, okay? Beautiful.
So big round of applause out here for Sarah and this cocktail.
Hi, everyone. Alrighty, so we are going to go really fast through our cocktail today. It is going to be pretty straightforward. Some of you may have seen this cocktail before, but I know it was definitely a favorite of some people. So we're doing a penicillin. As we move into fall, it is the perfect combination. So penicillin, just to give you a little bit of background, it is kind of one of these new age cocktails that were inspired by very traditional cocktails. So in the early 2000s in New York, there were a lot of these awesome, now that we think of classic cocktails, that kind of came around again, right? There was this big boom in craft cocktail bars in New York in the early 2000s. And this cocktail was created around 2006 by a bar in New York City. And it's kind of a derivative of something, you know, we all know hot toddies. We've had those before. And then you've also probably heard of something called a bee's knees. So both of those are a combination of like a little bit of sugar, utilizing honey and lemon, and then a spirit. So what we're doing here in a penicillin, they've just added ginger and switched up the spirit. So for a classic penicillin, you're going to use scotch. What the classic recipe calls for a blended scotch in your mixture. And then for a floater, if you've ever had a Mai Tai before, that's probably where you're going to know the term floater is in regards to cocktails. And it's going to be a little bit of a heavy proof spirit that goes on top, and you're going to use a peaty scotch to go on top. Now, that is super intense. And if you were to order a penicillin at the bar, chances are that's how it would come. But I've made this to be a little bit more flexible for you guys today. So really any brown spirit that you have will ideally work with this, because we've added some of the brown butter truffle honey. And so that's created a lot of like umami and caramelized notes, which will pair really nicely with a lot of different brown liquor. So if you want to use bourbon or whiskey as well, you are totally empowered to do so. I had someone in the last class actually use Reposado tequila, and said it was really good as well. On the flip side, if you're not someone that enjoys brown liquor, that is totally fine. You're essentially going to make something like I mentioned, a bee's knees, kind of a spin off of that. That cocktail doesn't usually call for ginger, but it has gin instead. But I think the ginger is going to be a great little addition. So if you feel the need, you are not a big whiskey fan, you'd rather use gin, please feel empowered to do so too. But making this one is going to be really simple. So we're going to take our spirit of choice, and I'm going to go 1 whiskey and 1 gin. I'm going to pour about 2 ounces each. And I can kind of count as I pour. If you'd like to measure, it's about 2 ounces. When I'm pouring, I find that my count is somewhere around 6. It's always kind of a fun thing to do if you're ever trying to time yourself when you're speed pouring. Put it on a scale and then count to how long it'll take you to get up to that 2 ounces, and then just keep practicing, and you'll finally get it. Awesome. Perfect. And then we're going to split this mixer. Like I said, some of that honey might float to the bottom, so give it a little shake before we do. And then inside this is a ginger simple syrup. As I mentioned, we've got the brown butter truffle honey, and then lemon juice. And anytime you're working with honey in a cocktail, I would definitely encourage you to do so, but just know when you do that, you have to heat it up. So basically when we add the honey to this mixer, we're incorporating it when we make the simple syrup. So you have to stir it with something that's maybe hot, or heating it up, or heat up the honey itself before you add it to a shaker, so that everything is able to be homogeneous and you don't have that thick honey melting to the bottom. So just a little tidbit. And then once we've added those both to our glasses, we're gonna give them a little stir, and away we go. And it's as simple as that. And we'll talk a little bit more at the end, but we are going to be doing a Halloween cocktail class on the 31st. So if you want to join us, Brett's going to throw up the link too, and then I'll give a little summary of that at the end of the class. Awesome. Thank you guys. Chef Sophia, I'm wearing my apron too. If you notice it, my mom made that for you. Okay, bye guys.
All right, Sarah.
Sarah.
Awesome, guys. And so, while I have you here, fully captivated, these guys are excited.
Yeah.
I want to take 1 second and cheers to you guys, okay? This has been an incredibly difficult year for everyone, right? And I hope in the next hour and a half together that we get to make one of the best dishes that you've ever had, and that you guys get to have a very special moment amongst whoever it is that you're cooking with out there. And if you're cooking alone, you're not, okay? Because you're cooking with Truffle Shuffle, okay? So thank you guys, and cheers to you. Cheers to what you've dealt with this year, and cheers for joining us today, guys. Cheers, guys. All right, we have more people trying to vote Sarah for president. Just cross out Kanye, write in Sarah. Okay, write in Sarah.
Yeah, she's on the ballot in Oakland, I think.
Awesome. All right, so what do we got first here, chef?
All right, so ovens are preheated, cocktails are being consumed. The next step, obviously, is to cut the vegetables, right? So you always want to drink before you start cutting stuff.
Yeah,
pretty good rule of thumb to use. So Jason's going to walk us through these vegetables.
Go ahead, grab your pyrex, right? And the first thing that we're going to do is take that thyme and garlic and spread it out amongst the bottom of that pyrex. You see that? Right. Very simply, okay? This will help steam those aromatics through the vegetables.
Ooh.
And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to rinse the mushrooms real quick. So take those mushrooms. You're going to put them into that medium bowl with a little bit of warm water, all right? And so I'm going to go over to the sink. I'm going to grab some warm water. And what I'm doing is I'm filling up this bowl with warm water, right? And then I'm actually going to pick the mushrooms up out of the warm water as opposed to pouring them off. Because Tyler, what would happen if I just poured all these, if I just rinsed them and then poured them off into a strainer? What would happen there?
Yeah, exactly. You always want to pick the mushrooms out of the bowl, because otherwise if you strain it off, then all that dirt just gets back on the mushrooms, right? So you can see, giving them a quick rinse. I know there's a lot of opinions about, do you wash mushrooms, or is that like some crazy thing we're not supposed to do? So if you wash mushrooms and then immediately cook them, the mushrooms are not negatively affected, right? It's when you wash mushrooms and then you put them back in the fridge and then try to cook them tomorrow or the next day that they disintegrate.
Yep.
Or deteriorate, rather.
And so we got Anna. Anna wants to know, do you peel the garlic? So we're not peeling that garlic, okay?
No way.
We're leaving that garlic in chemise, okay? In its shirt. And so you guys see that? I rinsed them. I picked them up, put them on the towel, and now we're going to cut those mushrooms in half out there.
Yeah, we are.
And so to cut the mushrooms, I'm going to use a knife. Crystal and Andy, you can totally cook that chicken in cast iron. All right. And so literally we're just going to cut the mushrooms right in half. And so you guys might be wondering why button mushrooms, right? There's so many fancy mushrooms out there. And honestly, the answer is because you can always have a beautiful button mushroom, right? You can always have a beautiful button mushroom. And when me and Tyler were at the French Laundry, our chef told us his favorite mushroom was a button mushroom. And so, Donna, you don't need to oil that pan. And then Corey says, what happens if we already peeled the garlic? Corey, listen, you are in the juice, so you keep rolling with it, okay?
Yeah, you got to keep going, Chef.
We got to keep going. There's no stopping here. We're trying to give you guys some prime time with Hamilton. And so as we're chopping these, you guys want to chat a little bit about who's going to be coming out? So first and foremost, it's going to be Rick Negron. And Rick, basically one time I ended up at a cookbook party, right? We got invited to a cookbook party by someone that we worked with at Whole Foods, and myself, Tyler, and Sarah all got invited, but we were so busy, right? We were so busy that only I ended up going while Tyler and Sarah kept working. And then I went there and they asked if we would do like an auction, if Truffle Shuffle would participate in a little auction. And so I brought all these beautiful white truffles for the auction. And when we got there, they did the auction and they only auctioned off 3 items, right? And ours was not one of them. And so I was like, well, I don't know about that, right? And so when they closed out the 3rd item, I actually went on stage and I took the auctioneer stand and I auctioned off our truffles, right? I went ahead and we got invited by the Whole Foods lady. We had just launched with Whole Foods and we really wanted to make sure that we looked good. So I went ahead, I walked up there and I started auctioning off our truffles. And it ended up getting bid by 2 ladies, right? And I had no clue who either one of these ladies were. And it turns out that it was Terry Hatcher and Ronnie Lott's wife bidding for these truffles. And Terry Hatcher ended up winning, and part of the package was that she would get a cooking class. And this is before COVID, so we did the cooking class in person. And so when we did the cooking class, she brought a gentleman by the name of Rick Negron with her for this cooking class. And Rick is the king in Hamilton for the San Francisco Orpheum Theater. And so we taught him how to make truffle risotto. And then when we went to go shave all the truffles on the dish, he actually sang like a little opera about the truffles. And serenaded us with the truffles. And it was so cool, right? So cool. When we did this, we actually went to one of our friends' houses, right? Because if we were to have had them in our house, we kind of live maybe not in the nicest of area that you'd want to invite Terry Hatcher and Rick Negron to. So we borrowed a really nice house, brought him over there. And when we started doing these cooking classes, we asked Rick if he would come on, and he did. And it was so cool the first time he came on. It was such a magical experience. And so next, I got all my mushrooms chopped in here. You guys want to see that up top here? Boom.
And so we're going, as you can see, Jay's cutting the vegetables and putting them straight into that Pyrex container.
Yep. And so next, we're rolling right into these fingerlings, okay? And if you guys have a little sous chef, you can get them working on these, okay? But check it out. Super simple. We're just going to slice them, okay? You're going to get little coins. You guys see that there? And so that's how we got to meet Rick. And then when we did the last chicken class, we were trying to figure out how we would kill some time while that chicken's roasting. And Rick came up with the idea of bringing on some of his friends. And so today we're going to have Rick Negron. Susan says, feel free to use our house anytime you need to do a cooking event with celebrities. Susan, thank you for that offer there. Amy says, Susan, he serenaded me for my birthday during a truffle shuffle class. And so, Amy, that is correct. We do private events Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Mm-hmm. And we can bring on some of our friends here if you guys want, if you want to book one of those private events.
Yeah. And then if you got a team out there, you want to do team building exercise, we do those.
And then we did that chicken class, and he brought his friends on. And so today we have Julius Thomas, who he plays one of the characters in Hamilton that goes by the name Hamilton, right? So he plays the guy that plays Hamilton in Hamilton. So talented, so incredible. And then we got Marja Harmon, who plays Angelica. And so we're slicing up these potatoes here, okay, guys? I'm almost done with the potatoes, and we're going to roll right into our onions. And so as I'm cutting these, Brett, why don't we go ahead? Let's spotlight some people slicing their potatoes out there. Let's get some good camera angles out there, guys.
Oh, here we go.
Nice.
We got JP. JP, that's looking great out there.
Oh, man.
JP, see you dot over there.
Love that chili pepper apron.
Meg.
Oh,
stunning.
Heart.
Oh, we love you too, Meg.
Oh, let's see
We
that.
love you, Meg. And we got
What
Ricky
up?
and Hicks.
We got none other than Kirk himself.
Oh, nice vegetables out there. We got Vivian.
Kirk, it's like you've done this before.
Nice job out there, Vivian.
Sunny Black. Here we go.
Oh, we got Sunny over
Sunny
here.
Black, looking great.
Oh, Becky and Hadley.
Nice. We got Becky and Hadley.
Becky and Hadley out there. And
Look at
then
those
how about
knife skills.
some little sous chefs. We got some little sous chefs cooking with us today.
Nice.
Ed and Mandy, nice angle on that. Nice angle.
Nice Jamie Oliver cookbook.
All right, let's see those little sous chefs. Brett, let's see those little sous chefs out there.
Look at this guy.
Oh, what is up, buddy?
What's up, chef?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
We got a little
yeah,
sous
he's
chef
getting
out
it
there.
over here.
Yeah.
Awesome job cutting those potatoes. Nice job out there. It is Under Armour o'clock out there. You guys see that?
All right, Mike.
We got Mike and
Mike and
Delphine
Delphine in the French kitchen.
in the French kitchen out there.
Mike is cooking it up over there.
All right, Kendall and Vlad over here. How's it going?
What up, Kendall and
what
Vlad?
up, Kendall and Vlad?
Oh.
Can we see those vegetables?
Yo, nice
Oh, yeah.
vegetables, guys.
Nice cocktail,
vegetables.
Kendall.
Nice.
There you go.
Monica over here. Wow.
Oh, we got Dominica over here.
Oh,
Look at this
oh.
camera angle.
Yo, nice potatoes out there.
All right.
She's already on the onions, man. She's good.
Oh, here we
Putting
go.
us some
They are
juice over
double
here.
teaming that.
Yes.
We got Jack Keens out here. Yo,
got
what
Justine.
up, Jack Keens?
Oh.
What up?
Oh,
Kevin.
wow. Some serious
Look
dance moves.
at that Pyrex container full of those vegetables.
Andy over here, Bridget, Connor, Dylan. Oh. Oh, here we go. Mimi, looking good.
Nice job there, Mimi.
Oh, look at Charlene over here.
Wow,
Oh,
Charlene.
Charlene.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
All right, awesome. And now we're gonna roll right into these onions. Okay, so we got our onion here, and what we're gonna do, Bill wants to know if we'll demonstrate how to cut this onion. Bill, perfect timing there. So in the onion, you have your root end and you have your frilly end, okay? And what I'm gonna show you guys is there's two ways to cut an onion, the hard way and the easy way. I'm gonna show you the easy way. And what you're gonna do is actually cut both ends off, okay? Cut both ends off there, about 10% from both ends, right? And then you're gonna slice that in half, okay? And so you're gonna slice it in half, and then you're gonna peel the skin layer and the onion layer off of that onion. You're gonna do that for both of them, okay? And then as you guys are looking at that onion, you'll notice that it almost looks like a rainbow, right? Like an onion rainbow.
My favorite kind.
You see that? So what you want to do is we're going to slice this twice. 1, 2. And so it's in 3 pieces. You guys see that? 1, 2, 3.
Look at that.
With the rainbow facing out. And then you're going to turn it and we're going to slice it across the rainbow. You guys see the magic happening here, right? At the end of this rainbow, you guys know you'll find a diced onion. I promise you that, okay? And so what we're going to do is go ahead and you're going to, this first cut, you're cutting at an angle. You guys see how I'm cutting at an angle? Right? And so we're cutting down, cutting all the way over that rainbow. And when you get about 70% through it, then you actually, check this out. You're going to turn it. So you see that? And then same thing, slice at an angle, angle, over to the top, bam. Okay? Same thing here. 2 cuts going this way. 1, 2. And as I'm doing this right here, let's find someone out there cutting that onion like a champion.
You got it.
All right. And then we're going over the rainbow. And at the end of this rainbow, you guys will find a diced onion. You guys will find a diced onion there.
Seth and Kevin, I mean, I'm just watching them as you're talking.
Yeah, Jacinth and Kevin.
Careful.
Kevin, incredible onion cutting technique over there.
Yeah. Very nice job on that onion.
Beautiful.
All right. And so now I'm going to take my diced onion. I'm going to spread it out amongst my container here. Right?
Right.
And then I'm going to mix it all up together, okay? Get it all mixed together.
It's called a melange.
A melange.
We're going to melange it.
We're going to get it properly melanged, okay? It's kind of like a massage, kind of like a melange. Kathy says that Elsons are cheating.
Where are these Elsons?
Where are these Elsons? There's no cheating allowed here. Let's see what's going on here.
Hunter, I got Hunter Elson.
Oh, there they are. Uh-oh. Been spotted. Yeah, we see you. I'm not entirely sure how they're cheating, but
Hey, they bring that energy.
nice.
Okay. And so MJ, the chicken will go on top. And then Susan Buttonoff wants to know, is that a melange a trois?
Whoa.
Susan, you might have to send a private message to find out. All right. So now what we're going to do is take that truffle and we're going to cut this into 8 slices, right?
Yep.
And so first I'm going to cut the tip off. And then we're going to cut this into 8 slices about the size of a nickel, right, Tyler?
Yeah, about the thickness of a nickel. And then if you have any pieces of truffle left, that's perfect, because basically we're going to cut 8 nice slices. Those are going to go under the skin of the chicken. And then everything else is left. We're going to chop it up and we're going to use that in our sauce. Okay.
All right. Beautiful. And so I got my 8 slices here.
Oh, yeah.
And then I got my truffle here. And then we're going to go ahead and slice this. And we're going to, what's called haché it, right?
Which means chop it up.
It means chop it up. And you're trying to chop it up till it almost looks like your coffee grounds in the morning. Okay. And so we're chopping it up out there. Now Kathy says the Elsons cut their truffles too thin. Kathy, is this one of those situations where the teacher gets mad if you tell on someone else too much?
You got Chef Bernard over here looking at the truffle shaver.
We got Chef Bill over there using a non-truffle truffle shaver. Chef Bill, we're actually gonna have to put you in the waiting room.
Chef Bill, we need to get a truffle shuffle shaver over there.
Yeah, Chef Bill, we're gonna send you a truffle shaver. That's a gift of us.
Yeah.
And then we got Nicole. How many we are chopping? So Nicole, you want 8 slices of truffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What I do, I make 2 stacks of 4. That equals 8. That's how I keep track of this. And then with the rest of that truffle, you'll get it nicely, lightly chopped up. And then you can just keep that on the board, and that's going to go into the sauce, okay? So you're going to want 8 slices total, and then any extra, we're chopping that up. All right, so I'm going to pop this right here on my board. And then once you guys get all that veg done, you get your truffle slice. Give us a thumbs up out there. That is our air horn and baby. Okay, let's get a thumbs up out there, guys.
Let's get it. Let's see it.
Nice. All right, you guys are looking great out there. Got the Hefty family. Nice thumbs up out there.
We got the Hefty family over there.
We got Steve below out there. He's excited about this chicken. Dancing with that knife. Oh, yeah, we got Crystal and Andy. All right, awesome.
Nice.
So now Tyler's going to walk you guys through how to tie this chicken so we can get it into the oven.
Yeah, we got to get it in the oven. We're already behind schedule over here.
We are behind schedule out
Taking
here.
way too long cutting our vegetables.
We took way too long cutting those
I
vegetables.
don't understand.
Whoever was in charge of that.
Whoever's in
part the
charge
show.
of this vegetable cutting part of the show, not keeping track of time. All right, so we have those vegetables cut, right? Those truffles sliced and hashayed. And we're going to come in here and prep the chicken, all right? So I got my chicken over here, right? Tempered, dried skin, looking absolutely beautiful. And so what you want to do is actually take that paring knife, okay? And we're going to remove the wishbone. And so, Ainsley, that's a great question. So the reason why we keep the chicken uncovered overnight in the fridge is to dry that skin out. Because one of the best parts of a roasted chicken, right, is that beautiful crispy skin, right? And so the way you achieve crispiness with anything, whether it's skin, whether it's potato chips, whether it's whatever you want that's crispy, you got to remove as much water as possible before you apply the heat to it, okay? Because if there's water in there, it's going to steam. It's not going to get crispy, right? And so that's why we had you keep it in the fridge overnight. Honestly, in the restaurant, we keep the chicken in the fridge for like 3 days. It gets super leathery, the skin on the outside, but it gets wicked crispy when you cook it, okay?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do first is remove the wishbone. The wishbone is basically the collarbone. Think about it as like the collarbone of a chicken, okay? So when we carve this chicken, there's a little bit of breast meat that's below that wishbone that we want to make sure that we access, okay? So if we take, So if we take, you just feel it right there. So if you take that wishbone out, when you carve that breast, you get that other, it's about 5% of the breast that's underneath that wishbone. So, and kind of whenever you're cooking, and protein especially, there's a lot that you need to do with the protein before you apply heat and after you apply heat. And that's how you cook properly. So this chicken, we dried it. We're going to remove the wishbone. We're going to truss it up. We're going to do all these things. The actual cooking is about half of the work that you need to do. Okay. So what we're going to do right here is come in here, and I'm just going to take that. So I have the chicken laying on its back, right? And I have the neck facing away from me towards the camera. And so Brett's getting our wishbone cam going right here. So what you want to do first is, you see that flap of skin at the top? That's where the neck of the chicken was. So you want to just open it up just a little bit. Okay. So I'm just going to come in here and just trim that skin off the top of the neck real quick. All right. See that? And that just gives us some space to work with. And so next I'm going to come in here, and you see that kind of V that shapes? You see that V that forms right there?
Yeah.
right there is where the wishbone is. So the wishbone's on either side. If you just want to take your 2 fingers, you actually rub them down. You can feel the wishbone in there, okay? And so what we're going to do is take that little knife and cut just on top of the wishbone, right? And just on the bottom of it too, okay? So cut just on top and just on bottom on both sides of that wishbone, all right? So again, just on top, just on bottom. You don't want to go too deep. And then you want to get your fingers in here, right? And just run your fingers along that wishbone. You see that?
Yeah, nice.
Right? So I'm coming here, run my fingers along it, okay? And so you'll notice the wishbone, it comes all the way to the top and actually connects to the breast, not by bone, but by a piece of sinew. So I'm just going to come up here, just cut at the very top of that wishbone, right? Just make a little incision along the breast, all right? And then you'll start to see it, okay? And so what we're trying to do is just remove this wishbone in one piece. If you don't get it in one piece, it is no problem because the chickens are so young, right? Sometimes the wishbone doesn't come out in one piece because the bones are so small. So I'm just going to bring it down and just remove my wishbone at the bottom. And there you have it, right? I actually just broke mine, which is no problem. But come with a little wishbone right there. See that?
Nice.
So that's my wishbone. Already broken. The chicken made the wish for me, right? Before I even got it out. Okay. Beautiful. And so again, we're just taking this wishbone out. It just makes it easier to carve, right? That's all we're doing over here. So once that wishbone is out, what we need to do next is actually run our fingers underneath the skin of this chicken in order to slide the truffles under, okay? So I'm just going to take my fingers, right? As you guys know, I was a hand model in a previous life, right? My chef hands. And so you want to just take your fingers, and I work from the top first. There's always that little kind of layer that you got to break through, little connective tissue. So just get through that, right? And then run your fingers underneath the skin of that chicken. You see that? Right? And then I'm going to come in on the other side with my other hand. See that? So I'm just working from the top. I'm getting all that skin separated from that chicken, right? And now I'm going to go from the back side of the chicken, and over here near the legs, there's that little kind of flap of meat. I just like to separate it right there, right? And that's how I come in on that side, right? And just separate that skin from the breast. And also I'm going to do it for the legs too, okay?
Nice.
Because we're going to put 3 slices of truffle, right, on each breast and then 1 on each leg.
And so we got a couple questions here about why we're taking the wishbone out.
Yeah. So again, we're taking the wishbone out because when you're carving that chicken, right? When we're carving that chicken, when we carve the breast off, the wishbone actually gets in the way of us getting all of that breast meat off in one slice, okay? So when we remove the wishbone, it allows us to get all of that breast meat out, right, in one slice. So that's the reason for that. Super simple. In a fine dining restaurant, every single bird we remove the wishbone of. All of them. So again, over here, I have my chicken, right? And so at this point, you can save that wishbone for stock if you want, right? But at this point, just to go over the anatomy of the chicken, right? We got the 2 breasts, got our wings and our legs, okay? And so what I'm going to do first is lay the slices of truffle under the breast of the chicken. So I'm just going to come in here, right? Take 1 slice of truffle. And as you can see, I'm just going to place it about 2/3 of the way down that first breast. See that?
Mm-hmm.
And you see how you see that truffle under the skin, right? That's why it's called Demi-Deuil, right? So the skin almost acts like a veil. And so the French chef credited with, really making this dish very famous was a woman called La Mère Brazier, right? And she named this dish because it looks like the veil of a widow during a funeral. So that's what that is. And so what I'm going to do, lay 2 slices under one breast, right? I'm going to lay 2 slices under the next breast. And then I'm going to flip the chicken around and work from the other side. So if you can see that, and sometimes you'll kind of run into a little bit of connective tissue, and just move it out of the way with your hands, right? So come over here. I got one piece. This is being a little difficult. There we go. All right. And then the next slice, just laying it on. So there you go. You see that? And now what I'm going to do is flip my chicken around, and I'm going to lay one more slice on each breast, right, to yield 6 slices total. Okay. And then we're actually going to lay 1 slice on either leg, which in order to do that, you basically got to fold. You got to bring that leg in, right, and just sneak that piece of truffle underneath next to that thigh. See that? Or on top of the thigh. There you go. And then we'll come in here on the other side. Again, just pull that skin back and just sneak that little truffle right in there under the thigh. So there you go. You see that? Under the thigh.
Nice.
And so, again, if you just want to check out my chicken over here, Brett's getting the up close and personal cam. I got those truffles under the breast and a truffle on each thigh. Right? Beautiful. So once you have those chickens, right, all truffled up, the next step is to tie up this chicken, okay? So what we need to do next is get this chicken in a position for us to tie it up. So as you can see over here, you want the neck facing away from you with the chicken sitting on its back, okay? And so I'm actually going to tie mine backwards so you guys can see how I'm doing it. But you want the chicken on its back, neck facing away from you. And the first thing we're going to do is take those wings. You see those wings?
Nice wings.
Beautiful wings. Not meant for flying, right? It's meant for eating. And you want to actually tuck those wingtips underneath the back of that chicken. You see that? So you tuck them in like that. And so next, what you want to do, and again, I'm going to do this kind of backwards on my screen to show you.
You guys are doing a great job out there.
So next, what you want to do is take that piece of twine, okay, and just roll it underneath the back of the chicken, right, until you're on either side of the legs, and then just draw those strings up until you're even on both sides. See that?
Okay.
Exactly. Kirk is nailing it. And then what we're going to do next is we're actually going to tie a knot, and we're going to sink that knot right at the end of that keel bone. So that's the breastbone that runs right down the breast. And at the very end, you see how it forms that little kind of crown, right? So what we're going to do is actually take that string and make one knot by just looping it over on itself once. And then we're going to make it a double knot by looping it in a second time. See that? So make that double knot. And then as you tighten it, you want to sink it right underneath that keel bone, right? And pull it tight. See that? So again, I'm just gonna do that real quick. Boom.
Mm.
You see how it tightens up, brings that breast meat in. See that? So come in here, tighten it up. And then what we're gonna do next is just take this chicken, right? Or sorry, take this twine and we're gonna go on either side of our legs. Okay, so you see our legs, you see my twine. So I'm gonna lay those twine over the legs, and then one of those strings is gonna come over the opposite leg, and the other string is gonna come under the opposite leg. Can you see that? And when I pull them together, that sits that chicken in kind of that cross-legged stance. So again, I'm just gonna show you how to do that. So once that knot is set underneath that keel bone, take those strings, right, over each leg, right, and then wrap them around underneath. And then one string is going to go over one leg and the other string is going to go under one leg. And then when you pull it together, right, that chicken is basically sitting cross-legged. You see that? So at this point, what I'm going to do is pull that string nice and tight, and I'm actually going to flip this chicken over. All right. So pull that string nice and tight, right? Flip that chicken over. And then all we're going to do is do another double knot and set that double knot directly under the neck of that chicken. You see that? And tie it nice and tight. And then we're going to tie it one more time, right? Pull it nice and tight. And just come in here and cut it. Right? So there you go. You see that chicken? Nice and trussed up. Beautiful. So that's my chicken over here, right? I would love to see those tied up chickens over there. Once you have them tied, let's see them. Show them to the camera.
All right, coming in.
Beautiful. Bill says, in chicken we trust. That is correct, Bill.
All right, let's go take a look at some of these chickens here.
All right.
All right, we got Russ and
Over here, we got Russ and Elise.
there we go. Oh, Monica's iPad.
Oh, yeah, Monica. There you go.
There you go. Oh, Alex. There you go.
Nice. There you go, Alex.
They are serenading their chicken over here, Chef.
Wow. At Adon and Company. What up, Adon? Look at that chicken over there.
That is a happy chicken.
Yes.
Nori, Robbie, how's it going?
Nice.
Looking good. Oh, Bill, rocking it.
Bill, beautiful chicken.
There we go. Oh, Ainsley, look at, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is the perfect tie on that chicken.
Oh, here we go. Leslie, let's see it, Leslie.
All right, Leslie, let's see it. Yeah, nice.
All right, let's see it. Oh, yeah.
Really nice. We got Colonel DeLorean. What up?
Donna. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, that is a beautiful
All right. Michael
tied up
over
chicken.
here. Oh, got the little one in the bag. Oh,
What's up, Michael?
Brad is still, he's finishing it up right there.
All right, Brad and Marilee over here, tying it up.
Natalie, look, oh, yeah.
Yeah, nice, Natalie. Nice.
Oh, Randall. Oh, yeah. What's up, man? Hey.
What's up, Randall Jackson? Look at that chicken.
Oh, Nick is admiring his chicken.
Nick, how does that chicken look from that perspective? What's it like down there? Yeah, look good. Beautiful.
Nancy's giving us a whole different view.
Nice, Nancy.
All right.
Yeah, perfect. Wait a second. There's a cat. We got Hillary over here.
We got the little one. Oh, that is. Oh, sorry. I thought that was a little
Nice.
night crawling on the. What's up, Matt? Christina.
Oh, what up, Matt? We got Christina over here.
Oh,
Here we go, Christina.
What's up, guys?
Oh,
We
nice
got
chicken
Michaela
out
plus
there.
Lara plus. Sahar.
Oh, Bailey.
Nice. Look at
Let's see
that.
Bailey.
Over here at Bailey Scott's house.
Oh,
Ninja chicken
kung
style.
fu chicken out
Kung
there.
fu chicken. Be careful.
Oh, let's just see Cheryl right here. Cheryl rolling over here.
Cheryl rolling.
Yo, what up, Cheryl?
She has a drink champagne shirt on.
All right.
All right, how about Mary Beth out there? How's that chicken looking? All right, nice. And we got Vivian.
Looking good.
Wow.
Nice, Vivian.
Awesome chickens out there, guys.
Nice. Beautiful. So once you got that chicken tied up, what we want to do next is actually melt down this black truffle butter, right? Perfect. And then we're just going to spoon or brush that butter all over this chicken, okay?
Yeah.
It's going to get very, very intimate, right? Very intimate experience with this chicken.
And if anyone's having any trouble tying that chicken, Tyler, what are the key parts that they need?
Yeah. So
The wings behind the, like this?
yeah, there you go. So if you're wondering what to do with those wings, take those wing tips and just tuck the wing tips behind the chicken. And that'll make sure that those wings kind of stay put, you know? And then again, when you're tying your chicken, basically the idea is you just want to keep that chicken nice and tight, okay? And so honestly, this is the way I was taught how to tie a chicken. There's a million ways to tie it. But the idea is you're bringing the legs in, you're plumping the breast up, right? And you're keeping everything nice and tight. That way the chicken cooks evenly, okay?
Mhm. And so we got a couple people that want to see the wings one more time.
Yep.
So we got that there. So you guys see how the wings are underneath, right? Literally like you're relaxing on the beach.
Exactly.
And so Kendall and Vlad, we're just melting down the truffle butter right now. Just
Yeah.
the truffle butter, okay, guys?
Yep, the other butter is for the sauce,
Yeah.
right? And so John and Laura, we didn't double knot it tight enough and cannot undo the knot.
You might have to wedge a couple potatoes in there to get it tight enough, okay?
Yeah, exactly. And so Lucy, if you have anything inside the chicken, sometimes it might be sometimes there's a little giblet bag, you know, which has the neck, the heart, the liver. So you just want to remove that from the chicken.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
Well,
we got Leslie.
Leslie,
said, Tyler,
thank you.
your technique is easier for me to follow than the TK Bouchon roast chicken video. Leslie,
Michaela,
that's because we
can
love
you come over and help us truss up the chicken? Michaela, what is your address? It's a family show.
Randy Jackson says this is a family song. Otherwise, I would ask if you were playing the Nicki Minaj song.
We always are. And so you just want to melt down that butter. You don't need to brown it up, right? You just need to melt it.
Yep. And so, guys, right now we're melting that truffle butter,
Yep.
right? Nicki Minaj style out there, right? And then we're gonna the extra truffle that you diced. That's for the sauce. So not for now, right?
Yep.
And so, Tyler, what do we want to do with this melted butter out here?
Yeah, so basically, once you got that butter melted down, we're going to go up top to show you exactly what it is we're talking about, right? Randall Jackson says, OMG, this smells so good, dash the butter.
The butter.
Exclamation point, there's 4 exclamation points. So what you're looking to do is just spoon this butter over the top of the chicken, okay? So spoon that butter over the top, right? And make sure you get that butter over all the skin of the chicken, right? And so the idea here is you make sure that the skin is completely covered in fat, right? And that'll make sure that the bird crisps up really, really evenly and really well, all right? So I'm just coming in here, getting that butter all over this chicken, right? You're going to have to massage it in. Look at that. Ooh.
Wow.
Be a little chicken masseuse. Do some chicken massage time in my day, right? And so you want to come in here and just brush that black truffle butter all over the top of that chicken.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
Unbelievable chicken out there.
So as you can see over here, my chicken you want to make sure that you're laying this chicken down with the back down and the breast side up. Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure that the breast is up because otherwise it won't really cook correctly. So lay that chicken down, spoon that butter all over the top, right? And then all we need to do once that butter is spooned all over it is season it up. Okay.
Oh.
So go ahead, grab that Balinese truffle salt. Okay.
And we would love to know, does anyone out there know the best way to season with Balinese truffle salt?
Yeah. Has anyone seen the technique before? Do they know it?
Whoever has the highest ladder out there, we're going to select you, and we want you to show everyone else on this call the best way to season with that Balinese truffle salt.
Yeah. How do you do it?
All right, we are taking volunteers out there. Let's see a show of hands for some volunteers out there.
Oh, Willow.
All right, we got Natalie Eggers over here. As you guys see, they are using the
Look at this.
piggy, the on the shoulders.
Yes.
Look at that,
Natalie,
unbelievable
that
distance.
is-
And you guys see, when they start seasoning, you can actually hear a symphony playing in the background. And so, Danny, can we see how to season from as high as possible over there? Okay, very nice job out there. Very nice job. All right, guys, who else is seasoning from as high as possible? We got Doug Campbell-John over here doing the Salt Bay.
Doing the Salt
there
Bay
you go.
over
Getting
at
as
Doug's house.
high as possible. I've even heard Doug once was on a forklift seasoning from as high as possible.
Look at that.
All right, there you go.
Look at Ainsley over there.
Mainsley's mask over there. We got John Poor seasoning from as high as possible.
Yes, we do.
Unbelievable. We got the Weber Gibson crew seasoning from as high as possible out
What up,
there,
Weber
guys.
Gibson crew?
Really nice job. Really nice job. All right, who else is going to show us how to season from as high as possible out there? We have Michaela and Lyra and Sahar seasoning from as high. Look at that.
All right,
Sisters,
let's see it.
helping sisters out there.
Michaela.
And then we got
Laura,
Mike and
Sahar.
Heather seasoning up that chicken out there. What is
Seasoning
up,
that
guys?
chicken up.
Awesome job out there. Awesome job out there. And we have Alexander in his shark costume seasoning that chicken from as high as possible. Unbelievable, Alexander. We have Andy, Bridget, Connor, and Dylan. Wow.
Look at that.
Look at that distance.
And so, got a lot of questions here. Are we adding all the salt? So we're not adding all of the salt. We just want to keep some of it, right, to season this sauce. But you want to use, I would say, 3/4 of this salt on this chicken. Oh my gosh, look at
Oh
Tanya
my
over here.
God.
Tanya sprinkled with that technique. We got Becky over here.
We got Becky and Hadley down
Becky
in
and
there.
Hadley. What is happening over there?
Yo, nice job down there. We got Calvin.
Oh, Calvin.
Yo, what up, Calvin?
Calvin, you know how to do that.
Awesome. Awesome job, guys.
Yes.
And how about Mindy? Mindy, how's that seasoning going? And she's seasoning from as high as possible over there.
Mindy, are you getting as high as possible?
Getting some distance on that. All right, awesome job, guys.
Nice. So as you can see on my chicken over here, you see I put a lot of salt on the outside of it, right?
Right.
So the reason why you want to do that is obviously to season it, right? To add salt, but also too, salt really helps get that nice crust on the outside of that chicken. So these are all those little steps that we're doing to make sure that we get that beautiful, nice, brown, crispy chicken skin, okay?
Oh,
So once that chicken is seasoned up, we are going to put it in the oven. But what you want to do is make sure that that rack in your oven is in the middle of your oven, okay? You don't want it too high. You don't want it too low. You want it just in the middle, all right?
nice, guys.
So rack in the middle of the oven. It's going to take about, I'd say, just under an hour to cook this chicken. And we're going to rotate it every 15 minutes. And so by rotation, I mean 180 degrees, which I'm going to show you right here.
Yep, we're going to demonstrate.
Or demonstrate it. So this is my chicken in its current state.
Yep.
This is the rotation that I'm speaking about. And this is chicken post rotation.
I see.
Okay.
Kirk, could you also demonstrate a 180-degree rotation?
Can you show us
there?
a 180-degree rotation? Look at this.
Wow.
Look-
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice. Okay.
Thank you.
Just want to make sure we're all on the same page
Yeah.
there.
So
Excellent rotation.
We're gonna do a little Missy Elliott style, right?
Yeah,
Drop down, flip it.
We're about a quarter Missy on this,
And
okay?
reverse
Just
it.
to flip it, okay? Just flip it. We're not gonna drop it. You've already worked it.
We can reverse it.
You can reverse it.
All right. So go ahead, pop it into the oven.
Yep, we're gonna pop that in the oven. All right, guys, you guys are doing a phenomenal job out there. Phenomenal job. And listen, I just want you guys to know, the cast members might already be on the Zoom call, right? They might already be on the Zoom call, right? And they are literally warming their voices up as we speak. So go ahead, hit it up in the chat. Tell them how excited you are for them to perform tonight, okay? Tell them how excited you are with either onomatopoeias or let's hear some Hamilton cooking zingers, all right? So we got so excited. Woo. Pardon me, are you Aaron Burr, sir? Adon and Co said, I might have peed myself a little.
Oh my gosh.
Adon, we understand how excited you are out there. We got the Wymans. They are so excited. Steve Ballou says Burr. We got da-da-da-da. And then we have Ainsley, Katie, Daddy Kiss says, we're not throwing away this shot to be with the Hamilton cast out there. Anna and R. Martinez say they want to be in the room where it happened. Oh, man. We got Michaela and Lyra say in the Zoom where it happened. In
Nice.
the Zoom where it happened.
Michaela.
That is good.
Steve is not throwing away this chicken.
You do not throw away that chicken out there, guys. All right. And so remember, get your lighters ready, okay? Get the lighters ready for our virtual concert.
Nice. And
Awesome.
so what we're going to do is get that broth made. Get that sauce going, right? And then all we got to do from here is hang out, enjoy this lovely performance, and then we eat our chicken right after. So what we're going to do over here is go ahead and mince up this shallot, right? And so at this point, the ingredients that I have are my butter, my flour, my sherry vinegar, right? My shallot, and my chicken stock, right? And any chopped truffle that you have, we got over here as well, all right? And so we're gonna come over here, right? And that shallot has, you know, just like Jay was saying with the onion, the frilly end, the root end. Just gonna trim the frill end and the root end off the shallot, and we're gonna split it in half, okay? See that? So after we do that, we're gonna come in here and just peel back that top layer of this shallot. All right, so come in here, peel that shallot. So you got that beautiful clean shallot, okay? So as you can see, my root end is here. So I want this root end facing away from me, okay? Right? And all we're gonna do is just finely mince up this shallot. So what I wanna do is come in here, make vertical slices, right? About 1/8 of an inch thick in my shallot, right? So you can see right here. You want to keep that end of the shallot intact, right? But you can see we got those, see that fan, the shallot fan, right? And then I'm going to turn that shallot and just slice that shallot across the grain. And so Vivian, if you haven't done it yet, go ahead, add that thyme and garlic in that roasting pan underneath the vegetables of the chicken, okay? That's where we snuck that thyme and garlic into. So I'm coming over here and now just finely mincing up this shallot, right? And so my end goal is to come back and chop it really, really fine, but this just gets the shallot as close to that end goal as possible. You know what I mean? So again, coming in here, finely mincing this shallot up, okay? And any ends of the shallot, you can save them for a little chicken stock, right? Because we're going to have that carcass left over at the end. So you can save all those little pieces of the shallot for that. So I'm just going to come in here and just mince up this shallot, okay? So I'm going to put my left hand on the top of my knife, my right hand on the handle. And I'm just going to come in here And I like to work vertically first and then turn my knife and work horizontally. And the idea is we're just really finely mincing this shallot because the shallot's going to add some really nice flavor to our sauce, okay? But we don't ever really want to bite into like a large piece of shallot. We just want it to be nice and kind of in the background, like supporting actor, you know? So I'm going to come in here. I've minced that shallot in one direction. I'm just going to mince it in the other direction, okay? Right? Getting it nice and fine. Beautiful. So if you can see, that's about as fine as my shallot is. You see that? Nice. And so what you want to do is come in here, get all these shallots together. And Bill, that is correct. You want to mince this shallot very fine. All right. And so at this point, what I want to do is start making my sauce. So I want to go ahead, take that butter, right? And we're just going to get all that butter into our 2-quart sauce pot and just melt it down, right, over medium-low heat. Beautiful. And if you had any giblets in your chicken, you want to go ahead and remove those, right? If you have them in there. Some chickens don't and some chickens do. They make it a little difficult like that sometimes. If you forget to remove them, it is not the end of the world at all. So what I want to do is come in here, right? Melt this butter down, okay? And then I'm just going to add all of that minced shallot to this butter, okay? See that? And again, we're cooking this over about medium-low heat, right? Just to make sure that as we cook this shallot, we're not really getting we don't really want to get any color on it. We just want to get a little, we want to sweat the shallot out, right? Stew the shallot. So in here, I got my butter and my shallot. I'm just going to add a pinch of salt to assist with that stewing process, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, add a little pinch of salt, okay? Nice. And we're just going to cook this shallot until it's nice and translucent, all right?
Nice. That's
so you can
great.
see, stirring it around, okay? And again, we're just cooking this until the kind of raw shallot flavor has been removed a little bit from this guy. So I'm there with my shallots, nice and soft in this butter. You see that? Look at that. Beautiful. And so at this point, what I want to do is add all of my flour right to this pot with my shallots and my butter.
Okay, nice. And you're making, what are you making there?
Does anyone know what this is called? Butter and flour? Nice. Look at this. We got roux. It's a roux. Ding, ding, ding.
Nice, guys.
Dang, crazy. You guys
Awesome job out
all
there.
know what it is. So what you want to do is you want to form that roux, and then you just want to stir that roux and continue cooking it on this kind of medium-low heat just for a little bit, okay? Just to kind of wake that flour up, okay? Bring it back to life. All right? And so what we're going to do next, after we have this flour kind of stirred up, is I'm actually going to switch to my whisk, okay? I'm just going to whisk this up, okay? And so go ahead, grab that chicken broth that you have. All right. So again, I took my shallots, I sweated them out in that butter, right? Till they're nice and soft. Added a pinch of truffle salt, okay? I added my flour, and now I've cooked my flour over this kind of medium-low heat just for about a minute or two, just to kind of wake that flour up. And so what I want to do at this point is add about 1 cup of stock. We're actually not going to add all the stock right now. We will eventually. But this first step, we're just going to add 1 cup of stock and then bring that to the simmer, okay? And what you'll notice is it's going to form like a really thick paste. So if you can see on my screen over here, you guys see that?
Nice.
Right? Forms a really nice thick paste. And the reason why we add about a cup of stock first is to make sure that we have a really nice, smooth sauce at the end, okay? So the broth that we sent you, right, is we went ahead, added 1 cup of that broth, activated that flour, and now I'm adding the rest of it. And again, it's a very small step, right? And the reason why we do that is just to make sure that the finished sauce is really nice and smooth, okay? So once you add all the rest of that broth, I'm just gonna bring it up to a simmer, okay? And I'm gonna add all of that kind of chopped truffle that we had off to the side, okay? I haven't added any sherry vinegar yet. I'm actually not gonna add the sherry vinegar till the very end of the sauce simmering process. Because pretty much what we're gonna do is we're gonna simmer this sauce. We're gonna enjoy some beautiful performance, right? Right, simmer this sauce down, and then we're actually gonna finish the sauce. And this is what's gonna give the sauce its soul, right? Is we're gonna finish the sauce with all those cooking juices, right? From that container, right? So once you add all the broth in, it's very important that it comes all the way up to a boil, okay? If you don't come all the way up to a boil, your sauce will actually never get thick, okay? Because flour needs like 185, 200 degrees to get thick. And if you don't bring it up that high, it won't ever get thick. So bring that sauce to a boil, right, while you're whisking it. And then we're just gonna turn it down and simmer it while this chicken's finishing cooking. So I know it's a lot of steps all at once, but again, just to recap, I sweated my shallots out in my butter, right? Added my flour, right? Created that roux. I added 1 cup of chicken broth, right? Just to get it nice and thick. And then I added the rest of that broth. And then any truffle that you have left over after sliding those truffle under the skin, we're gonna chop that up and actually add that to the sauce right now. So if you are there with me at this point, chicken's in the oven, we got the timer on it over here, right? This sauce is rolling, okay? So if you are there with me, I would love to see a thumbs up. Please and thank you. Nice. And again, if your broth isn't getting thick, you just got to bring it to a full boil, okay? Make sure it comes to a full boil. Perfect. We got Tanya and Danny over there. Hey.
We got Hugh out here.
Nice. We got Hune over here. Nice. Monica.
Monica is getting excited out there. We got Meg Sprigs.
What up, Meg?
We got Karen Kylie over here. What up, Karen?
Hey, Karen.
All right, awesome job, guys.
Nice. And how long we got on that first 15 minutes? Nice. And so again, Crystal, just to answer your question, we added, once you have that roux made, right, go ahead and add just 1 cup of that chicken broth to the pot, bring it to a boil, to form that paste. And again, it's not a completely necessary step, but the reason why we do it is because it makes sure that that sauce is really nice and smooth and there's no lumps of flour at the end, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
So how we looking on that timer there, Brett?
Beautiful. So we got about 5 minutes. And as we're rotating this chicken, I'll make sure to put it into the chat bar, right? To let you guys know that we are rotating that chicken around. So once that sauce comes up to the boil, turn it down to a simmer and let it slow ride for the rest of the time that it is cooking.
Incredible. Well, awesome job, guys.
Nice.
You got that sauce rolling. I hope at this stage, everyone is either done with their cocktail or has a little bit left and has maybe a nice bottle of wine out, maybe something else to be drinking, okay? Because we are so close to bringing out our special guest for the night, guys.
Oh, yeah.
And so we got Kendall and Vlad playing the Hamilton soundtrack in the background. Adon and Co. They want to know, do we add the extra chopped truffle into the sauce? Yes. And then Peter, you want to leave that sauce uncovered.
Uncovered.
And so we'll give you guys a quick little recap. I know you guys have been working so hard. Incredible job out there, okay? I promise it's going to be worth it. And so you got that chicken in the oven, right? We're going to be watching that chat. We're going to tell you when to rotate it. And then you got that sauce lightly simmering away, and you have all that extra truffle carpaccio inside there.
The truffle trims, right?
Your chopped truffle in there. And then Angela, the sherry will be at the very end, all right?
Yep, at the very, very end.
And so let us know if you guys have any more questions. We'll be happy to answer them.
Yep. And so even if you have a convection oven, you're going to do the steps exactly the same way that we do, okay?
Yep.
So you still got a couple minutes on that first rotation.
Awesome. And so Nina and Jay, we are a few minutes out from doing that first rotation. And then Bill, Sarah's Halloween cocktail class, we're going to do a little promo at the end of this. And there'll be enough cocktails for 2 people, okay? Awesome, guys.
Nice.
Well, I just want to say how awesome it is to be able to do this, right? We'll tell you guys very quickly. One time when me and Tyler first went to go launch our cooking class, right? So before COVID, when we were doing truffle shuffle and we're just selling fresh truffles, we wanted to do something cool for Valentine's Day, and we put together a pasta box, fresh pasta, 1 truffle butter, and we literally had no clue what we were doing, which is not much different than where we are at today. And we put it on the website to sell them, and we wanted to sell 100, and we sold like 6, right? We sold 6 of these things. And then we're getting really close to Valentine's Day, and we had already bought all this inventory, and we're trying to figure out how do we sell these things. And so we decided that we would go, and we're like, well, where would someone buy this? And so we thought that if we went to a grocery store and a flower shop and stood outside, people would buy them, right? And so I was working at the time, right? We both had full-time jobs, and we're also doing the business. And so it was Tyler's day off. I was working. Tyler went outside of a grocery store in the rain and posted up a little stand trying to sell these little like truffle pasta boxes.
Yeah, in the marina, literally stood outside in the rain, sold 1 box, right? We prepped for 100, sold 1.
Sold 1.
This to the mayor's daughter though, so it's pretty good stuff.
And so before Tyler went and got set up, right, it's raining, he calls me, and we literally had like a financial discussion on whether we could afford an umbrella for him to be able to put a stand under, right? And so I got done with my day. We still had all these boxes we were trying to sell. And our next idea was, right, we're getting right down to the wire of Valentine's Day. And our next idea was to actually go post up outside Hamilton, right, at the Orpheum Theater. And we're going to stand out there and put a little stand, right? And so we get done with work at about 8 p.m. and go over there. And I don't know if you guys ever been outside the Orpheum Theater at night, but it is crazy. There are cops everywhere, right? There are all sorts of hoodlums, okay? And so we tried to set up a stand, and we got shooed off by the police. They said we could not solicit our truffle pasta boxes outside of Hamilton.
Not allowed.
And so with that, it is pretty cool that we've come far enough that we've made friends with such incredible people like Rick, Julius, and Marja, right? And I am so thankful that they would even just answer the email, right? And be able to come out here and serenade you guys with all of their talents, right? And with that, without further ado, let's go ahead and before we introduce them real quick, they are literally watching. Tell them, who are you guys cooking with, okay? Who are you cooking with? Hashtag cook together. Right now, who are you cooking with out there? I'm cooking with Tyler, and I'm cooking with all of you guys. Are you cooking with your wife? Are you cooking with your kids? All right.
Nice.
Amy says, my pandemic puppy Pickles.
Oh.
Who are you guys cooking with? Your best friends, myself. Brandy, you're cooking with us, okay? You are cooking with us, with all of you. Nina and Jay is there with her husband, with Peter Parker out there. Someone's cooking with Peter Parker. Robert cooking with our doggies.
Nice.
Incredible, guys.
Incredible. Plus cat.
Awesome.
Nice.
And so, guys, let's give a big truffle shuffle welcome to the special guest of the night, all right? First and foremost, we're going to bring Rick out here, and we're going to let these incredible individuals introduce themselves. Let's give them a round of applause.
Good evening, everybody. How you doing? My name is Rick Negron, and I played King George III in the Aunt Peggy tour of Hamilton in San Francisco. I have with me two of my cohorts from the Aunt Peggy tour. I have Julius Thomas III, who played Alexander Hamilton. Yes,
hello, hello.
There
So
he
good
is.
to be here with you all.
Yay. And I also have Marja Harmon, who plays Angelica in the Aunt Peggy tour. Marja, where's Marja? She's in here somewhere. I know that. There she is.
Hi, everyone. So great to be here.
Yes, and so all three of us were part of the company of Hamilton that was put together in New York City. And we went down to Puerto Rico with Lin-Manuel Miranda and did Hamilton in Puerto Rico with Lin. And then after a month there, and we raised about $15 million for the arts in Puerto Rico, we went to San Francisco at the Orpheum. We were there for a little bit over a year before the pandemic closed us down. But we're still all together. We're staying in touch. And our producers say that we will go back out on the road as soon as there's a vaccine or a treatment that will allow us to gather in large numbers again. And I'm hopeful that that will be soon. In the meantime, we get to do this with you all. We get to hang out in your home. We get to sing a few songs for you and, you know, spread the love.
Yeah.
Before I get started, I want to invite my friend Marja, who is an unbelievable singer. And I know that she's going to do something from Hamilton for us tonight. So Marja, what do you have in store for us?
Hi, everyone. As Rick said, I play Angelica Schuyler. So for my first song, I'm going to do a little bit of Satisfied. I'm a girl in a world in which my only job is to marry rich. My father has no son, so I'm the one who has to social climb for one. Because I'm the oldest and the wittiest, and the gossip in New York City is insidious. Alexander is penniless, so that doesn't mean I want him any less. He's after me because I'm a stylish sister, the elevator status. I have to be naive to set that aside. Maybe that is why I introduced him to Eliza, now that's his bride. Discovering Angelica, he was right, you will never be satisfied. I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. If I tell her that I love him, she'd be silently resigned. He'd be mine. She would say I'm fine, she'd be lying. But when I fantasize in night, it's Alexander's eyes. As I romanticize what might have been if I hadn't sized him up so quickly. At least my dear Eliza's his wife. At least I keep his eyes in my life. To the groom, to the bride, from your sister happy as his bride. And I know he will never be satisfied. I will never be satisfied.
Yeah, come on.
Sing, girl. You better sing.
Just a little crying in the kitchen. Nothing to see here.
Incredible, Marja. And guys, hit it up in the chat. And Marja, I hope you're watching. Hit it up
Thank
in the
you.
chat.
Now I'm going to invite my friend Julius Thomas III to sing a little Hamilton for us.
Oh,
What are
if
you going
I
to sing for us,
must.
Julius? Come on.
Well, I figure we should probably get, the blood pumping a little bit. So how about a little My Shot? And I saw you guys all singing along with Marja gorgeously. So feel free to do the same thing with me. I am not throwing away my shots. I am not throwing away my shots. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. Now, I'm gonna get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dag, I am amazed and astonished. The problem is I got a lot of brains, but no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard, and with every word, I drop knowledge on my diamond in the rough. A shiny piece of coal trying to reach my goal. My power of speech unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets get colder. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage. I have learned to manage. I don't have a gun to brandish. I walk these streets famished. The plan is to fan this spark into a flame. But damn, it's getting dark, so let me spell out the name. I am the ALEXANDER. We are meant to be a colony that runs independently. Meanwhile, Britain keeps shitting on us endlessly. Essentially, they tax us relentlessly. Then King George turns around, runs a spending spree. He ain't ever gonna set his descendants free. So there will be a revolution in this century. And to me, ha, and don't be shocked when your history book mentions me. I will lay down my life if it sets us free. Eventually, you'll see my ascendancy. And I am not throwing away my shots. I am not throwing away my shots. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. And I'm not throwing away my shots. I am not throwing away my shots. I am not throwing away my shots. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. And I'm not throwing away my shot. I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. When's it gonna get me? In my sleep, 7 feet ahead of me. If I see it coming, do I run or do I let it be? Is it like a bee without a melody? See, I never thought I lived past 20. Where I come from, some get half as many. Ask anybody why we living fast and we laugh, reach for a flask. We have to make this moment last, and that's plenty. Scratch that. This is not a moment, it's the movement. Where all the hungriest brothers with something to prove went. Foes oppose us. We take an honest stand. We roll like Moses, claiming our promised land. And if we win our independence, is that a guarantee of freedom for our descendants? Or will the blood we shed begin an endless cycle of vengeance and death with no defendants? I know the action in the street is exciting, but Jesus, between all the bleeding and fighting, I've been reading and writing. We need to handle our financial situation. Are we a nation of states? What's the state of our nation? I'm past patiently waiting, I'm passionately smashing every expectation, every action's an act of creation. I'm laughing in the face of casualties and sorrow. For the first time, I'm thinking past tomorrow. And I am not throwing away my shots. I am not throwing away my shots. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shots. We gonna rise up. It's time to take a shot. We gonna rise up. It's time to take a shot. We gonna, it's time to take a shot. It's time to take a shot. Take a shot, shot, shot. Take a shot, shot. Hey, yo, it's time to take a shot, time to take a shot. And I am not throwing away my shot.
Hey. Woo!
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that.
Working man in show business right there, Alexander
Oh,
Hamilton. Amazing.
Unbelievable. And
Amazing.
guys, I think we're all going to take Julius's direction out here and just go ahead and we're gonna take a shot out there. So let's go ahead take a shot to Julius, and guys, give him a virtual chant, okay? Chant Julius in that chat. That was unbelievable out there. Absolutely incredible. Julius, 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 Julius.
Cheers, Julius. Bravo.
I will take
bravo.
all of that love. I'll take it all.
All right. I guess it's the king's turn at this point. So, everybody asks me to sing You'll Be Back, but and I usually sing You'll Be Back, or I'll sing I Know Him, which is really my favorite of the 3 songs that the king sings. But the one I rarely get to sing is What Comes Next, which happens right after Yorktown when the Americans win the war. And he comes out with basically his tail between his legs, but not for long because he's the king. So this starts right at the top of the music. So I'll try to nail it. Here we go. Let's try that one more time. There we go. They say the price of my war is not a price that they're willing to pay. Insane. You cheat with the French. Now I'm fighting with France and with Spain. I'm so blue. I thought that we made an arrangement when you went away. You were mine to subdue. Well, even despite our estrangement, I've got a small query for you. What comes next? You've been freed. Do you know how hard it is to lead? You're on your own. Awesome. Wow. Do you have a clue what happens now? Oceans rise, empires fall. It's much harder when it's all your call. All alone across the sea. When your people say they hate you, don't come crawling back to me. Da 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 ya da 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 ya da. You're on your own. A short little ditty for everyone. Yay!
So good.
Thank you, Julius. Did you notice that for a moment there, I almost sang the wrong lyric, which happens to the king all too often. So I did a little back phrase there when I caught myself and didn't sing the wrong lyric. Julius knows, because at one point, Julius actually understudied the king early on in his Hamilton career.
I did, and I'll just say the king is always right. He's always right. Doesn't matter.
Even when he's wrong, he's right. Thank you, Julius. Thank you. Oh, boy. All right. So we're going to do the round robin one more time, and we're all going to sing another song for you. I think that Marja has something special that's not Hamilton.
It's not Hamilton.
Woo!
It's I know, crazy. It's a little Sarah Bareilles, one of my favorite singer-songwriters. Ready when you are.
I'm ready. All right, here we go. Sing it.
Keep drinking coffee, stare me down across the table while I look outside. So many things I'd say if only I were able, but I just keep quiet, count the cars that pass by. You got opinions, man, we're all entitled to, but I never asked. So let me thank you for your time and try not to waste any more of mine. Get out of here fast. I hate to break it to you, babe, but I'm not drowning. There's no one here to say. Who cares if you disagree? You are not me. Who made you king of anything? So you dare tell me who to be? Who died and made you king of anything? All my life I tried to make everybody happy while I just hurt and hide, waiting for someone to tell me it's my turn to decide. Who cares if you disagree? You are not me. Who made you king of anything? So you dare tell me who to be? Who died and made you king of anything? Let me hold your crown, baby. Oh.
When you are.
Amazing.
Thank you, guys.
Oh.
Rick, that was dedicated to you.
King of everything. You know who made me the king of everything? Thank you, Lin-Manuel Miranda. Oh, that was beautiful, Marcia. Thank you so much. Wow.
Thank you.
Great song. Oh, what a voice. Well, I know Julius has something special for us, so I'm going to give it over to Julius.
I do. I have something that's also outside of the Hamilton world. This song is all about love, and I saw some of you dancing already, and I was like, you know what? That's like a great idea for this song too. So grab your partner, hug up next to the person that you love, even if it's a little one or whatever the case may be. This song is about love, and we all could use a little bit more right now.
Hallelujah.
More than the greatest love this world has known, this is the love that I give to you alone. More than the simple words I try to say, I only live to love you more each day. More than you'll ever know, my arms long to hold you, so my life will be in your keeping, waking, sleeping, laughing, weeping. Longer than always is a long, long time, but far beyond forever you'll be mine. I know I've never lived before, and my heart is very sure no one else could love you more than the greatest love this world has known. This is the love that I give to you alone. More than the simple words I try to say, I only live to love you more each day. More than you'll ever know, my arms long to hold you, so my life will be in your keeping, waking, sleeping, laughing, weeping. Longer than always is a long, long, long time, but far beyond forever you'll be mine. I know I've never lived before, and my heart is very sure no one else could love you more. Those dances look so good.
Yes. Oh my God.
Thank you.
The dulcet tones of Julius Thomas III, y'all.
Oh, just a little
amazing. Amazing. Oh my God. What a voice. What a voice. Now I have to follow that up. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going to stay in the same vein. I'm going to stay in the love vein. So see. We got another song here. Let's see if you guys recognize this one.
And then Rick, will you just let everyone know to rotate their chicken? Tell them to rotate that chicken.
Everybody, rotate that chicken. That's 180 degrees, all right? A 180 rotate. And we rotate that chicken to make sure it cooks evenly, right?
Right. Yes, chef.
All right. All
You
right.
guys listen to the king out there.
That's right. The king does not.
Not too bad in the kitchen. Actually, my first cooking experience was live with the Truffle Shuffle guys, and we made an incredible truffle risotto. Oh my God, I was singing opera. I was so inspired. But that was after a lot of wine. So here we go. Sing along with me if you know this one. Those of you who are my age know this song. There are places I remember, some have gone, some remain, and those places I lost my lyric. Oh my God, how can I do that? Oh, I got so excited, you guys, but we'll do it one more time. Oh my Lord. Oh. All right. There are places I remember, some have gone and some remain, and those places lose their meaning. Some have gone and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Twirl them around, everybody. Twirl your partner around. There you go. Oh, I like that kiss. That was beautiful. Way to go, Holly. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more. Oh, you guys. Oh my God. The dipping and the kissing and the dancing made it all incredible. Thank you all for joining me on that. As you can see, I had a mental lapse at the beginning and I just plowed through because that's what live singing is all about.
The magic of live theater.
Yes, yes. My senior moment for the day.
You walked into the white room, as we say in the business.
That's right. All I saw was whites.
Happens to all of us.
Oh yeah, it was a special moment. Thank you all for being a part of it. Thank you. And those of you who were dancing and dipping and kissing, watching you while I was singing was really, really something. I loved it. Thank you so much. That's a gift to see you all. Oh my gosh. So, Chef, how are we we doing with our chicken? Do we need to do anything yet? Are we moving into possibly a question and answer thing, or do you want some more singing? What would you like?
So, Chef Tyler, how is that chicken looking?
This chicken is looking delicious. So I'm just gonna pull the chicken out, check on it with all of you, and just kind of show you exactly what we're looking for as we're cooking it. My chicken needs a little bit longer, but I'm just gonna take it out and we can look at it together.
Yeah, so Tyler's gonna pull that chicken out. We're gonna look for key kind of components, right? And then we're gonna do a quick Q&A with our incredible special guest out here tonight. And then if you guys are on your best behavior out there, okay, if you are really bringing it, we might do an encore. I'm just saying, we might do an encore. All right, there's no promises, okay, there's no promises, but if you guys really bring it, all right, we might do an encore. So what are we looking for here on this chicken?
Nice. So what you're looking for is, first of all, for it to be beautiful, brown, right? And those vegetables are starting to get roasted, right? You're getting some juice forming at the bottom. Those are all good signs, okay? And so what you want to look for, because honestly, we don't, I never really learned how to cook with a meat probe, but we just cook by feel, all right? So what you want to do is take your hand and just squeeze on either side of the breast of that chicken, okay? Squeeze on either side of the breast. And so what you're looking for is a very firm feel to it, okay? It's like if you take a fist, if you take your hand and make a really, really tight fist and just feel right here, right? You see what that feels like? That right there. You feel that?
Oh yeah.
That is, that's what you're looking for, right? You want very little resistance. So mine needs to go just a little bit more. And kind of what we're gonna do next, I'm gonna finish cooking this chicken, and then mine's gonna take about 6 or 7 more minutes, and I'm gonna pull it out and then take that chicken off those vegetables and let it rest. And we need a good long rest with this chicken. That way, because the chicken is so hot on the outside, right? You need to let that temperature equalize, those juices kind of stabilize, right? So that way when you carve it, the juices don't come out. So at this point, the sauce is still simmering. We all have similar sized chickens, so they will be cooking at a very similar rate, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pop mine back in for about 7 minutes and then take it out and get it resting. So, but again, that's what you're looking for. You just want to squeeze on either side of the breast and get that nice firm feel to it. Nice. Beautiful.
Awesome. All right, we got a couple questions here. Kirk says, one thing I've learned is professional chef fingers have incredible resistance to heat. Kirk, that is correct.
We burned all of our feeling off.
And then
All of our fingers.
Carol wants to know if she can share this class with her students. Absolutely, Carol. Brett will get you the link. And Sydney and Ruth they say red juice is coming out. Does that mean it's not done? That is exactly correct. It is not done yet.
That's correct. You want the juice to run clear. And so anyone, if you see any kind of red juice coming out of your chicken, it means it's just not cooked all the way.
Yep. And so at this stage, we're all cooking with that same chicken. So everyone's chicken probably needs a little bit longer. Okay?
Yeah.
And so with that, while that chicken's cooking, let's go ahead. We're going to take the top 3 questions out there, right? And the way we're going to select you guys for these questions is we want to see who is bringing the most energy, all right? And we're going to actually go to your screen. We're going to unmute you, and you guys can ask these incredible talents the questions directly, okay? So Brett, let's kick it off. A little music, all right there. Let's see that energy. Raise that hand, okay? And who wants to ask one of these absolutely incredible talents a question directly? They have years of experience, so much talent, right? I personally have 1,000 questions.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so let's see it out there. Who has a question for one of our talents out there? All right, we got some McCarls over here. All right, go ahead.
Question for all the celebrities. I have a question that is, what are you guys going to be for Halloween?
Okay, so the McCarls, their question is, what are you guys going to be doing for a Halloween out there?
Oh my God, what am I going to be for Halloween? You know, I honestly have no idea. But I thought, well, it would be fun to dress up as the king, but I've done that for almost 2 years. So I thought I might get dressed up as Jason. I think I have a ski mask somewhere around here. And you know, Jason is always a good fallback. Anybody else?
I think I might do LeVar Burton from Star Trek: The Next Generation. We'll see.
Oh yeah, I've seen that cosplay costume. That's awesome.
Yeah. Reading Rainbow, you got it.
Reading Rainbow. I'm not doing anything this year for Halloween. Will not be going out because, you know, the pandemic. But if I were, I'd probably be Frida Kahlo. I've always wanted to do her as a costume. But I tell you what I will be doing. I will be watching my favorite Halloween movie, Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Such a good one.
Nice. Dope. Awesome. And we'll be doing a Halloween class that we will send all of you guys a kit and a free invite to. Sarah's going to be doing cocktails, a costume contest. I have my costume over there. It's pretty cool. And so very cool. Awesome costumes out there. All right. That's our first out of 3 questions. We're looking for 2 more questions out there. Who has a question? And McCarles, that's an excellent question. All right. Let's see some energy out there. All right.
What?
It looks like even the lights are changing
At the
over
Hefty
here.
family's house, there is a lot of energy. The energy's even going on. It's flickering. It's so high.
All right. So what are our questions out there?
This question's for anyone. What was your favorite scene to play in the musical? Yeah.
Marja, you want to start? Oh, it's me. All right, I'll do it. My favorite scene is It's Quiet Uptown. And it's because it is Hamilton at his most emotionally raw and vulnerable. He's had so many wonky things happen to him. He's in trouble with his job. He is in trouble with his wife. He lost his son. And it's just a really gritty and cool scene to sort of dig into and let all the emotion show. So that would be mine.
Mine would have to be, well, my favorite song to participate in, but not lead, is Room Where It Happens. I just have the best time up there on the second level while our Aaron Burr does his thing. Well, everyone's doing their thing. And then my favorite song to do, I love Helpless into Satisfied. I just think the storytelling, the choreography, it's so intricate, and you could watch those 2 scenes back to back so many times and see something new each time. So they're really, really fun to play. And I also love Giving It to Julius and Reynolds pamphlet. Stand up for my sister, yelling in your face.
She does.
Awesome. Absolutely. Well, I don't have much to choose from. My favorite song for the king is I Know Him, because goes a little cuckoo at the end of that song, and it's perfect. It's a lot of fun to do. But my favorite part of the show, without a doubt, is Satisfied. For some reason, when I first saw the show on Broadway early on with the original cast, I remember I was in love. But then when the show goes from Helpless into Satisfied, and Satisfied start, and you realize that it's a rewind and it's from Angelica's point of view, it blew my mind. And just that song, there's something to it that just completely unhinged me. It was great. It was great. That's my favorite.
Awesome. So cool. I got to see Hamilton in San Francisco, and I got to tour the theater, and I was just so blown away with how much detail and organization went into it. The show was unbelievable, and then touring the backstage of it, honestly, is so inspiring.
Yeah.
As 2 entrepreneurs trying to build a business, and you see how much organization that they put into every single show, it just truly made us just want to be better and better. You guys do so awesome. Every single performance you guys do is just so unbelievable.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much.
We got one more question out there, okay? An opportunity for one more question. And so Brett's going to kick that music up. Who has one more question out there? Who's got one more question out there? All right, we got Mike and Heather out here.
The lights on and off definitely catch your eye. That is for sure.
Okay, what is your question, guys?
What's your favorite holidays?
First, so what is your guys' name there? Our two little sweet chefs. What is your name there?
What is your name? What is your name?
Harper.
Harper. And what's your name?
Finn.
Awesome.
Finn.
All right, so what's the question out there?
What's your question?
What's your favorite holiday?
What's your favorite holiday?
Favorite holiday. Wow, I'll take this one because my favorite holiday, Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. And I think part of the reason I love Thanksgiving so much is because there isn't all the pressure of Christmas, but it's really all about being with the people you love and celebrating food. It's like two of my favorite things, food and the people I love. Period. Oh, and football. I love football. There you go. That's all those three things in one day is a perfect day for me.
That's a good one. I do love Thanksgiving. It's definitely my second favorite holiday, but my first is Halloween because candy, and I have a wicked sweet tooth, and you can eat all the candy that you want. Well, I could. I don't know if your parents let you eat all the candy you want, but I can eat all of the candy that I want on Halloween and not feel guilty about it. So,
Nice. Awesome question.
I love, we're all going to have different holidays. Mine is Christmas. I'm a big fan of twinkle lights and the smell of Christmas trees. Buy all the candles, watch every Christmas movie. I do it all.
Nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
That's awesome.
Awesome. So cool. Thank you. Very cool. And so with that, let's go ahead. Let's give our special performers a big round of applause out there. All right. And then we're going to go ahead. We're going to pull that chicken out of the oven, okay? And if you guys blow up that chat, okay? If you blow up that chat with encore, they might stay and do one more song, okay? If you guys really blow it up with encore, they might stay and do one more song.
Blow it up.
All right?
As many as possible.
All right, so let's, what
Nice.
we pull the chicken out?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead, take the chicken out, remove it from that pan and get it resting on the cutting board.
I actually can't read encore. You guys are blowing this up so fast. Look at that. All right, how's this chicken looking out here?
Oh my gosh. Looking good. So check that guy out. Look at that. You see the truffles underneath the skin? That veil-like appearance.
Wow.
We're just gonna grab our tongs, right? And then super simple, you just put the tongs underneath that chicken, sorry, right inside that cavity, and just lift the chicken straight up, transfer, and drop it down, just like that.
Boom.
Very simple. There you have it, et voila. Lovely roasted chicken. We got all these vegetables, right, which we'll come back to. And that sauce is still simmering.
Lightly simmering over there.
Very lightly.
Wow, beautiful chicken.
Mm.
And then this encore is unreal.
Yeah.
You guys knocked that out. There's like almost like 200 encores over there.
Yeah, crazy.
Okay, the guests have spoken. You guys have spoken. And so Before we roll into this encore, remember, guys, tag Truffle Shuffle at @TruffleShuffle_SF. Hit it up with our new hashtag cook together. And then Rick, Julius, and Marja, if you guys want to tell us your tag, remember to tag these guys. They're unbelievably talented, okay? Tag them and show the world how talented they are. We are so thankful to have them here with us tonight. And with that, I would love to hear an encore.
Yeah. It'd be amazing.
All right, encore it is. Should we go out of turn and I'll sing first? What do you think, Marja? Why not? I'll jump in. So let's see. Since I saw on the chat that a few people wanted some more Hamilton, I'm going to sing my favorite Hamilton song, which is "I Know Him." So let's make sure that all my electronics are in working order. Oh, there it is. That's my speaker getting online. All right, and let's go with. Let's see if that's working. They say George Washington's yielding his power and stepping away. Is that true? I wasn't aware that was something a person could do. I'm perplexed. Are they going to keep on replacing whoever's in charge? If so, who's next? There's nobody else in their country who looms quite as large. John Adams? Him, that can't be. That's that little guy who spoke to me all those years ago. What was it? 85. That poor man, they're going to eat him alive. Oceans rise, empires fall. Next to Washington, they all look small. All alone, watch them run. They will tear each other into pieces. Jesus Christ, it will be fun. Da 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 ya da 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 ya da. President John Adams. Good luck. He's crazy. Funny little story about one time I did that song. At the end of that number, the king sits down on a stool. And I just happened to bend over one night. I don't know why. And the crown fell off my head. I caught it right before it hit the floor. I'm thinking to myself, this crown costs a lot of money and I can't afford to get a new one. And I put it back on my head just in time.
Oh my goodness.
Live theater, we miss it so much.
And little do they know that crown weighs so much. It's very heavy.
That's true. And you know the weight of that crown. The story is that apparently the original crown that Jonathan Groff had on Broadway was around 5 to 6 pounds, which is a lot of weight on the top of your head. And then as they made subsequent crowns for other companies, they realized this thing was too heavy. So they took the metal frame out. They made it mostly out of fiberglass. And the crown is now in the 3-pound range. It's a lot lighter. And the microphone's inside the crown, or the mic pack. And then you have the little microphone right in the front. So that adds a little weight to it, but it's not horrible, right, Julius?
I think it's pretty horrible. I kid, it's great. It's great.
All right. Well, take it away, whoever wants to take it away next. Go ahead.
Well, I'm on screen, so how about I do it? Just to let you guys know, I also, in my career of Hamilton, have played the role of Aaron Burr and the role of King George III. And so I thought I would kick it back to Hamilton again with a little Aaron Burr. Theodosia writes me a letter every day, keeping her bed warm while her husband is away. He's on the British side in Georgia. He's trying to keep the colonies in line. He can keep all of Georgia. Doja, she's mine. Love doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes, and it takes, and it takes. We keep loving anyway. We laugh and we cry and we break and we make mistakes. And if there's a reason I'm by her side, and so many have tried, and I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. My grandfather was a fire and brimstone preacher. There are things that the homilies and hymns won't teach ya. My mother was a genius. My father commanded respect. When he died, they left no instructions, just a legacy to protect. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes, and it takes, and it takes. We keep living anyway. We rise and we fall and we break and we make mistakes. And if there's a reason I'm still alive when everyone who loves me has died, I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Wait for it. I am the one thing in life I can't control. I am inimitable, I am an original. I'm not falling behind or running late. I'm not standing still, I am lying in wait. Hamilton faces an endless uphill climb. He has something to prove, he has nothing to lose. Hamilton's pace is relentless, he wastes no time. Oh, what is it like in his shoes? Hamilton doesn't hesitate. He exhibits no restraint. He takes and he takes and he takes, and we keep living anyway. He changes the game, plays and he raises the stakes. And if there's a reason he seems to thrive and so few survive, then God damn it, I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Life doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes. We rise and we fall, and if there's a reason I'm still alive and so many have died, then I'm willing to wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh, Atlanta. Oh,
Thank you. I don't get to do that one very often.
a lot of money to see you do Burr, my brother. Oh my
God.
I would take that. Thank you.
I loved hearing you do that, Julius. I was backing you up, just so you know.
I appreciate it.
The ensemble vocals over here.
I felt it in my heart.
As was I. I also was backing you up over here.
Many thanks.
So keeping in theme with things that we used to do, and I saw a few requests for this song. I used to understudy all of the Schuyler sisters. And I miss Eliza sometimes. So here we go, guys. I'm gonna give you a little helpless. Boy, you got me helpless. Look into your eyes and the sky's the limit. I'm helpless. Down for the count and I'm drowning in. I have never been the type to try and grab the spotlight. We were at a revel with some rebels on a hot night, laughing at my sister as she's dazzling the room. And you walked in and my heart went boom, trying to catch your eye from the side of the ballroom. Everybody's dancing and the band stopped volume. Grind to the rhythm as you whine and dine. Grab my sister and whisper you this one time. My sister made her way across the room to you, and I was thinking what she gonna do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that voice, that tone, my goodness.
Thank you.
Amazing, Marja Harmon.
Thank
Oh,
you. I miss her.
Eliza. Yeah. I miss your Eliza, I do. Oh, she had a lot of spunk, that Eliza.
Yes, she did.
Wonderful, chef. How we doing? Does anybody need to
Unbelievable.
do anything with their food yet? Except eat it?
We got the chicken roasting. We got the sauce almost there. We got the vegetables. We're looking great.
So good.
So good out there. And so, guys, hit it up in the chat. Tell them what you thought about that performance.
Yeah.
And then, Rick, I have one random request over here. My lovely mother has texted me multiple times. She says, can he sing the Lady and the Tramp song, please? I have multiple text messages about this. Does anybody here know the Lady and the Tramp song?
I only know the beginning of it. This is a night, a most beautiful night, and they call it Bella Notte. But I will learn it for the next one. I will learn it.
Is
I
that
will learn
good?
it for the next one.
Okay. I love you, Mom.
I love you too, sweetie. Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
Oh, somebody wants something from Ratatouille. I wish I knew that. Well, I just
Incredible
want to
guy.
say thank you all so much. I'm humbled to be surrounded with such talented friends like Marja and Julius. It's those talents just, you know, astound me every time I get to perform with them. And thank you all for allowing us to come into your homes and share a little bit of our talent with you all.
The feeling is more than mutual, and I say thank you too. This has been fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm joining in on that love too. Thank you guys so much. It's so much fun to just see your joy, and it gives us a chance to just have joy singing again. Your meals look beautiful. Enjoy them. We're all so hungry. But thank you so much for having us.
Incredible, guys. Rick,
Yes.
Julius, Marja, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being a part of Truffle Shuffle. And before you guys go, what I'd like to do is just, you know, I'd really like, I know we are unbelievably thankful. I know everybody here is unbelievably thankful. You guys have worked your whole life to build the talent set that you have. And just to be able to witness it this intimately in person is so incredible. And so, guys, everyone on the show, if you guys want to go ahead, unmute, okay? Unmute, cheer, blow kisses, okay? Blow kisses.
Love you guys. Thank you.
That was great.
Woo, 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 woo.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, it's great, man.
Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, Marja. Thank you,
Bye.
Rick. Thank you, Julius.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Nice, guys. You guys
Man.
really brought it. That sounded like,
Insane.
literally sounded like the end of a performance.
It did.
That was
Crazy.
awesome. All right, guys. Let's get with Tyler. We're going to wrap up this chicken here.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have a little giveaway competition for next Sunday's class. Okay. Whoever has the most beautiful chicken platter out there.
Mm.
And so, Tyler, what do we got next over here?
Yeah, so tough to follow up that one.
Yeah.
But I know we're all hungry. So what we got to do next basically is carve this chicken, right? And finish this sauce. So I know there's a lot of questions. What do we do with that sherry vinegar? I told you it was going to be our secret ingredient, right? So we still haven't added the sherry vinegar or done anything with it yet. Okay. We have not done anything with it yet, but I'm going to go ahead and finish up the sauce right now. Okay. So what you want to do is take that Pyrex container, right? And just pour all of those cooking juices into that sauce. Okay, so go ahead, get them all in there. All right, you might have a potato or two fall in there, but if that's the case, that is no problem. And so, as you can see, now that we have the sauce, right? We added those chicken juices to it. This is when the sauce really gets its flavor. So come in here, get a taste, right? And so what I want you to do is taste that sauce, right? Just give it a quick taste. And then add a little bit of sherry vinegar, just a couple drops, right? And a little bit more truffle salt, okay? And then give it another taste, okay? And so if any of your chickens out there, if they have any, if the juice that's on the cutting board is running red at all, just pop it back in the oven, okay? Because there can be like slight discrepancies with the differences in the sizes of the chicken, or even how different it was tempered. So if there's any red juice coming off of that chicken, just get it in the oven a little bit more, okay? So after you add that vinegar, give it another taste. So good. And now all we got to do is carve up this chicken. So I'm going to come over here to our carving cam, right? And basically, we're going to carve this chicken into 8 pieces, all right? So I'm going to start with the chicken facing away from me, okay? So again, the neck of that chicken is facing away. And so what I'm going to do first is just remove these strings, right, from that chicken. So come in here, take those strings, and we're just going to remove them off of the chicken. So I'm just going to remove that first one first, right? And then come in here and just trim that string. Right?
Wow.
Right underneath.
Beautiful chicken.
And remove the rest of it. So you want to go in there, get rid of all the strings, okay? And then the way I'm going to have you carve this chicken is we're going to cut the legs, but we're going to leave them still on so they almost act as like a kickstand, all right? So I'm just going to come in here where that skin is, just give it a quick nip, and just cut down along the side of the cavity, right? Just until you reach that thigh joint, okay? Right, so do that to both sides of the chicken. So come in here, right? Cutting down that chicken, cutting down that thigh, right until you reach that joint, okay? And then what we're gonna do, I leave those on because they act as my kickstand, right? And then what we're gonna do is carve either breast. So that keel bone runs right down the center, all right? So what I'm gonna do is carve that. So I always, when you cut with your knife, you always let the knife do the work, okay? So I'm just gonna carve the left breast off first because I'm right-handed, but you know, just move that knife right along that keel bone, okay? And then turn the knife and just ride that rib cage, okay? Just cut it right down along that rib cage. All right? Remove that breast and cut it all the way down until you get to that joint right where that wing is. Can you see that? See how I exposed that joint up? And I just cut right through it, just like that. So you can see that's one breast right there. And then I'm going to turn that chicken so it's facing me. Okay? And carve up that second side, that second breast, okay? So again, come down here, ride the other side of that keel bone, turn that knife, and be careful because the chicken, it's always got a little juice that comes off of it. It kind of slips around sometimes. So make sure if there's any juices that come off, you just wipe them up with a towel. Just get them out of your way because if the chicken's slipping around, it can be a little dangerous. So, Again, I just cut down until I see that joint, right? And then I just cut directly through that joint, okay? Let's check it out.
Right now, your juices are running clear.
Yep. Yep, all the juice is clear. Totally cooked. And so, at this stage, right, I'm going to remove the legs. So what I like to do is turn my chicken horizontal and turn it onto its side, okay? And if you can see right here is the oyster meat, okay? So what I want to do is pop that thigh joint out, right? Take my knife and scoop up that oyster meat, right? And then just ride that knife along that the rest of that carcass. Take that first leg off, right? And that second leg, I'm gonna do it backwards so I can show you guys. So basically, again, come in here down low, cut alongside that thigh, and just remove that leg. So here you go. You see that? Got my beautiful chicken carcass, okay? And last but not least, you gotta take the Pope's nose as well. This is the most prized piece of the chicken, okay? The tail, otherwise known as the Pope's nose, okay? So at this point, I'm gonna cut this into 8 pieces, all right? So save that carcass, right? Make a little chicken stock with it, okay? So I'm gonna come in here, we're gonna plate this guy up. So let me just clean it up over here a little bit for you guys. So I got my platter, right? I'm gonna come in here and very rustico. We're just gonna put all those vegetables right onto that platter, okay? And make sure as you're eating this, my personal favorite piece, honestly, in the entire dish, my mom always used to do this, is this garlic right here. That super soft garlic. So that garlic, that's that chemise, right? The skin of the garlic. Go ahead, press it together and check out that little basically like garlic puree that comes out. That's my favorite part in the entire dish right there. You can go ahead, put a little potato on it. That's called a snack attack. So now you just got plated up. So I'm gonna put my Pope's nose right there, right? As per the anatomy of the bird. And so I flip this chicken over, right? And the first thing I'm gonna do is cut through that drumstick. So the drumstick's here, the thigh's here. Just cut right about there, okay? And you'll go right through that joint, right? See that? Look at that little truffle right there. You see that? Boom. So just pop that chicken, right, on there. And then I come back here, cut through that joint again. And sometimes it might be a little bit difficult to find that joint. Okay? So again. 1, 2, 1, 2. Right? And then last but not least, we're just going to carve through this breast. So I always carve keel to wing, right? And I'm just going to cut this guy right in half. Okay? So come in here, carve up that chicken. And look at that. Absolutely stunning. And then final moves over here, right, is I'm going to come in here and sauce up this chicken, okay? So you want to make sure to lay that sauce all over that chicken. As you can see, there is more sauce than you need for this chicken, but too much sauce is never a bad thing, right? Make sure you hit that Pope's nose a little bit too, right? All over those vegetables, right? Beautiful. And there you have it. Super simple, bistro classic, right? Chicken Demi-Deuil, right? With roasted vegetables, a little truffle velouté sauce, finish with a little sprinkle of truffle salt. So that's mine over here. Okay, but show us your chicken Demi-Deuil. We want to see it. What do you got out there? Nice.
All right, guys. Well, before we go into looking at your chicken, and I can already tell they all look absolutely stunning. Jason just wanted us to make sure we tell you a little bit about next week, which is going to be the cacio pepe ravioli, and Brett's going to throw up the link for that. And then also on Saturday, we're doing a Halloween class. And so that's going to be a cocktail class. So if you guys enjoy the cocktails I usually do, and you kind of like nerding out with me on cocktail history and unique things. Oh, there's a skeleton right there. I love it. And there's a dinosaur. Hi. Okay, so we're going to be basically making 4 different cocktails in this class. Everyone's going to be in costume. Jason already has his. Tyler may or may not be putting on his right now. So we're all going to be dressed up. We're going to have a costume contest. All you guys, we are going to have a pumpkin carving contest. Jason's going to show us how to roast those pumpkin guts or pumpkin seeds that we usually just toss in the garbage. And then there's going to be plenty of candy. It's going to be so much fun. So as he mentioned, yeah, little T-Rex arms. We are also going to be taught the Thriller dance by none other than Tyler's beautiful girlfriend. She's going to walk us through that, and then we're all going to be able to virtually do it together, and it'll be a ton of fun. So that's basically it. We're going to do Corpse Reviver. We're going to do a riff on a sour, and then that Black Walnut Manhattan that you guys loved is going to be coming back too. Are you like translating into Dino for me? Okay, great. Oh, whoa. Speaking of sensations, I think we have
Oh my gosh, that's
Bob Ross in the building.
Bob Ross.
So basically Halloween's going to be a ton of fun. And Brett just posted the link. So we want to see the chicken, and whoever has the best one, I think it's probably going to be a tie. So one person will get the cacio pepe class, and the other person will participate with us on Halloween. So we want to see those.
Let's see it.
Nice. We want to see that. Those chickens. All right. Am I doing it, Brett?
All right. Let's see. I'm coming in. Weber. Oh, look at that. Oh, John. Nice, John. Oh, look at that sauce.
Look at that sauce,
Beautiful
man.
sauce.
Nice. Oh, Meg, I see you. Coming in, Meg.
Woo! Woo!
Meg. Look at Brad over here. Look at that.
I don't know how to get
All right, who else got their chicken out? All right, Natalie. It's coming in, Natalie. All right, so let's see it, Lindsay. Yes. Hold it up. There we go.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Woo!
All right, we got.
Look at that little lemon wedge over there.
All right, we got Jess.
Nice.
Eating it up.
Nice.
How is that chicken, Jess?
Oh, Peter.
Mr. Aggrapagino. Graffanino. Nice.
All right. Let's see some of these other ones.
Woo!
Oh,
Look at
there you
that.
go.
Sausage.
More animals.
Oh, look at this iPhone shot. Oh, man.
Dang.
Nice.
Ava, can we see that iPhone shot of that chicken again?
That is beautiful.
That is beautiful, Chef.
Wow.
Tika coming in. Oh.
Deepika, is that little Chef Zoha over here showing us that chicken? Where's Zoha at?
Hi.
What is up?
Oh, let's check out Rick over here. Rick Leonard.
Oh, we got Chef Rick in the house. Look at that.
Yes,
We got turkey basters.
basting.
What is going on here, Rick? That looks delicious.
All right, who else do we got? We got Becky letting the chicken rest. Oh, MJ. I see you, MJ.
Oh, we got Team MJ over here. Look at that chicken.
Oh, look at these two.
Oh, MJ.
Brad Merrilee's house.
Woo, let's see it.
Let's see that chicken.
Sorry, dropped you all.
Beautiful
Coming in,
chicken.
Jenny. Look at all these. Oh,
Jenny. Nice carving over there, Jenny.
We're coming in, Bill.
Incredible. We got Bill over here.
Beautiful.
Nice, Bill.
Oh, I see you, Misty, with the wine.
Oh, Misty with the glass of wine. Cheers. That's a truffle velouté over there, Misty.
Crystal and Andy.
Crystal and Andy. Can we see that chicken? Nice.
Oh, look at these two enjoying their meal.
Oh, we got these little ones at Amy's house
Looking good.
in the PJs.
Do you like it? Yeah, picky eaters over here, and they love it.
Nice chicken out there.
Nice chicken. Oh, we got Derek, Eric, Lauren, and Adam with that chicken. Look at that sauce on there.
We got some hands.
The Hefty family dancing around. They have included their dog in this dance.
Julie. Look at that.
Get it, Julie.
Oh, Cindy and Bruce. Nice.
Cindy and Bruce.
Yeah. All right. And
Nice.
oh, Vivian. I see you, Vivian. We coming.
There you go, Vivian. Look at that chicken.
All right. Oh, Steve, enjoying this lovely meal.
Oh, Steve. Bon appetit.
Oh, Calvin.
With the football game in the background.
Woo!
Calvin.
There we go, Calvin.
Nice lighting on there, Calvin.
Oh, here we go. Janelle.
Yeah. All right, Janelle.
Oh, here we go, Russ. Let's see it, Russ.
All right, we got Russ Annalise over here.
Yeah.
What? Nice.
Awesome, guys.
Ooh.
All right, Chef Tyler, what do you think? I don't know why we set ourselves up like this. I mean, everyone's always looked so good.
Yeah.
I really liked the iPhone. Shoot. There was one that was really nice. I like that
Oh my God.
Adon is still and Co are still dancing over here.
Over at Don's house,
The party never
the party
stops.
has not ended.
Never.
I mean, more animals.
That's
over here,
outlandish.
but pretty beautiful.
Yeah, more animals. That is a beautiful dish that you have.
Thank you so kindly.
Yeah, Natalie. Natalie Nickel.
Oh, we got Ellsworth, Ava over here. Ava over here with the iPhone, right?
I mean,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ava.
That looked really nice over there, Ava.
Right, you got some dinosaur noises.
I gotta say,
Who do you see?
man, where did they go? I'm so bad at this. All right, I think we got to give it to Ava because she's determined with that photo here. She took the photo knowing that she would devour it in just a second. Ava is one of our winners. Tyler, you got to pick the other one.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I can't.
I am
it's
terrible.
too much pressure all in one.
I picked the Morithan. The Anna and Morithan.
At the end of this video,
Where are they at?
Anna something.
Anna.
100% inhale.
Nice.
Oh, it was Lindsay. Team Lindsay. That's who I was looking for you. You win too.
Nice.
I really liked your guys' teamwork. I thought it was really sweet. You guys and your chicken looks great.
Yeah, it does.
Ava and Lindsay, you guys are crushing it. But as always, everyone that's here on this class can use that invited 20 code. Okay? You guys are all crushing it.
Awesome job, guys. And anyone joining us for the Halloween class, the winner of the costume contest is going to get a private class with one of the cast members from Hamilton with us.
What? Awesome.
Let me get some thumbs up out there, some claws up out there. All right, and Brett, we're dropping the links for those. You guys are so awesome. I'm going to play a little promo for you guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Aunt Robin. Bye. I'm out here all alone because I I had to tell you about the Halloween class on the 31st at 4 p.m. Please don't forget to sign up. We'll be making cocktails, and there's a pumpkin carving contest and a costume contest. Please sign up before it's too late.
Yo, what up, guys? This is Chef Jason from Truffle Shuffle, and I'm here today to show you guys a little sneak peek of the dish we're going to be doing next Sunday. For this class, we're actually going to show you how to make raviolis, how to hand fold them, how to make fresh pasta dough, how to make ravioli filling, and make the world famous cacio e pepe sauce you have seen all over the internet. So this doesn't seem right. Is this how much cheese we're sending everybody? I mean, I know the cacio needs some cacio, but this is quite a lot of cacio here. We will see about this. And not to mention a little Negroni. And if you're lucky, join us Sunday at 2 or 5 p.m. for some cacio and pepe. I have to go sneeze. I will see you guys later.